Alright, welcome back, guys. We are here at the temple of the Ghost Gate. Oh, had to pop both my ears. We're gonna finish up the Tribunal Temple quest tonight, I believe. I don't know how many they have for us, but I presume it's maybe 4 or 5 quests. And we should be able to bang that out in an hour, hour and a half in this episode. And, claim the top spot of the Tribunal Temple in Morrowind. Maybe they'll allow me to go and kill Vivek myself. Supplant him, sit on his throne. Carve statues in my honor, put them all over. Maybe. Maybe not. So, let's see. Let's get to it.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
Alright, what brings you to the temple, diviner? Have you been lax in your duties? Okay, first of all, I have not been lax in my duties. You have been lax in rewarding me for my duties. The outcast Ashlander, Asantis Hansar, has fallen ill. The temple does not proselytize. You've said that before, but you do. But we do good works. Asantis Hansar is an ill Ashlander in the outcast Ashlander camp of Ahina Nepal, which is just south of the Ghost Gate. Find him and cure him. You may need a way to calm him, for outcast Ashlanders are often aggressive towards strangers. Ooh, now that's interesting. I do not have a calming spell. I don't really want one. Maybe there's a scroll? There's a calm humanoid scroll?
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend
What do we
around
have?
here. Please, talk.
We don't have anything. We don't have anything to calm a humanoid. Barter. She just has potions. She does have some spells, though. Calming touch. There you go. I don't really want to buy that. But I think I have to. Okay, fuck it. We'll buy it. We'll buy it. In the event that we end up actually needing it. So south of the Ghost Gate, they said, huh? Ooh, an ordinator. Look at all the books they have. This one might be a skill book. It was. Alchemy. Nailed it. This one might be too. Was. Light armor. This one too. Was. Alteration. Ho 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 ho. Look at all that. You do a little bit of reading, you gain 3 skill points, 30% of a level. Let's go. Although that probably means, yeah, it's leveling time. So she said the Ashlander camp was south of the Ghost Gate. Wow, that's pretty. With the Night Eye ring, you can really appreciate a lot more of the outside. And you can also see the cliff racers in brilliant color. And you can also appreciate that they have no feathers on them. At all. Even though several quest texts point towards there being letters. Feathers. On cliff racers. Alright, let's see. We could slap on the boots of blinding speed to try to find this place, but how far could it be? Famous last words in Morrowind. How far away could it possibly be? I don't know if cutting through there was the play. Oh, another one, huh? We're gonna drop 3 cliff racers right on top of one another. We can go down a little further. See if we can find anything. If not, we can levitate and double back. I'm not seeing anything though. Huh, we did find an ancestral tomb. But that was not what we were looking for. Arion ancestral tomb. Okay. So we can head back north. Let's use the boots of blinding speed. And a levitate. And see if maybe from the air we can see better. I love the 2 moons. The night sky looks so clear with the night eye. Okay, so there's the Ghost Gate. I wonder if this is the Ashlander camp that they mean. Because we're pretty high, looking down. I don't see tents anywhere. Let's go a little bit higher. Oh, this is a little dangerous. That's a lot of cliff racers. I count like 5 cliff racers. We have some kind of tomb over here also. Shishara. Yeah, I don't see any yurts. What about this? This an Ashlander camp? What's the name of the person? Asantis Hansar. Let's see. No, that's not the name of any of them. They are after us, though. There's a camp over here, too.
Die!
What are your names? No. None of those. Alright, so there's like bandits out here that want to murder the shit out of me. There's plenty of those camps. Here's another one. Although it looks like it's above a mine. Maybe they're miners. No. We might have to look it up. I've levitated all over here. South of the Ghost Gate. And I found a lot of Ashlanders that want to kill me. And eat my heart. It's an absurd amount of cliff racers. A lot of tombs. Thalas ancestral tomb. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's not even all the cliff racers. There's still one over there. And there's one over there. And there's one over there. Oh my god. That's insane. That is so... that is so many cliff racers. Yeah, I'm right at about the end of my patience for finding this place myself. Might be time to open the book. Might be book time. It's gonna be annoying if it's one of these people standing up over here. Well, we can check it out. Oh my god, it is. Fuck me, it's these people. I've just been searching the whole Ashlands, and it's these people. That's wild. Damn it. I have droops. I can barely move and have no strength. May I try to cure you? Okay. So we did find him.
Thank you.
His disposition actually went down after I healed him, which is funny. I cured Asantis Hansar. Alright, we did it. Wow. I just went all over the place. Killed the entire world's supply of cliff racers. Is this dude coming for me? That's unbelievable. Okay. Wow, the boots of blinding speed are so fast indoors.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
So Asantis Hansar has been cured. Good work. Take these potions, in case you were infected as well. I'm good. I need someone to bring the hermit Sendas Sarthis food and drink. Take this food and drink. To Sendas Sathis. He is a hermit who lives in Shuran Island between Sheagorad and Vardenfell. Take a boat to Dagonfell, and then go forwards towards Rotherham. Shuran Island is just west of Rotherham. I will mark this stronghold on your map.
I
Okay.
could kill that Gwar. Those
Let's
boots
see.
are ruined.
Just west of Rotherham, so he's right here. So we need to get to Dagonfell, which is fine. We can put, we'll leave the Boots of Blinding Speed on, fuck it. We'll recall back to Balmora. We will teleport to Sadrith Mora. Actually, I know what we can do first. We can rest. And level. There we go. Luck 49. I've been awakened by a loud noise. Oh no. They're here. It's absolutely the Dark Brotherhood Assassins. Huh. I learned a spell. Summon Centurion Sphere. Cool. Didn't know about that. Okay, we'll bring out Poison Flask. There he is.
I have you.
Damn, he's hitting me pretty good. He's dead. Adamantium Jinkblade of Wounds. Poison, paralysis, yikes. We will take all of his stuff and then dispose of his corpse. And then there's another one probably up here. He's always up here. We're gonna have to heal ourselves, for sure. He might be a good guy, though, to raise our light armor and our block a little bit. So maybe we just use some restoration spells. Oh yeah, he attacks pretty fast, which is nice. Big poison. Big paralysis. We are getting trucked. Oh man, that paralysis is lasting so long. We're gonna have to healing wave ourselves. Got it. Let's get a couple levels of light armor and block off this guy. He's attacking us really hard right now. Now that his sword is out of charge, he's not nearly as dangerous. It's mostly that paralysis and that poison that's devastating. Yeah, he can't get through the healing.
You will die.
Even with that weapon and all his skill, my character is just too strong. And this is with the difficulty turned up quite a bit too. We've made a tanky boy. There's our light armor up to 75. It's pretty nice. Maybe we can get a block up one more time. But it's actually only at 9. Okay, what are we getting per block? 4. So we need to block 25 times to level. Well, there was quite a few blocks right there. 27. What's our shield at? It's fine. There's another block. Probably isn't what you want to see when you tune into the Let's Play, but I mean, we do have to level our defensive stats one way or another. Wait until Oblivion. You guys aren't going to like that at all. We're going to be wearing all heavy armor, standing in a room with 4 rats attacking us for 25 minutes. I might just edit it out, to be honest. Let's see, block is 68, we're getting there. We can maybe electrocute him. Soften him up a little bit. There we go. There, we got the block up. I don't think the electrocute will kill him. He'll come close though. Yeah, it got about 90% of his health. There you go. Dead. Take all. Dispose of corpse. And then we gained 70% of the next level. We also do have to turn our difficulty up again to 35. We're raising it by 1 point every time we level, which makes the game harder and harder at this point as we get up there, because our character isn't really getting much more powerful at this point. We're getting a little bit more health. But it's not like we're getting a substantial amount of damage or anything. Right now, we have about the best armor and gear we're going to have, and most of our stats are 100 that are relevant. So it's not like we're getting much stronger here. However, the enemies are getting substantially stronger now. Primarily because we keep putting the difficulty level of the game up. So, it's getting a little spicy. There we go. Got the Sword of White Woe there. Figure we might as well drop that off. What I want is some repair tongs. That might not be enough. Maybe we can grab these too. And let's repair our armor. Nope, that was not enough. We need more. We got our butt beat. Let's grab 2 of them, maybe? There we go. Alright, we're back up to 115 armor rating. Very nice. And our armor is about 50% of the way to the next level, which isn't too bad. Cool, cool, cool. We can drop this ebony in here too, while we're at it. And we have these 2 jink blades, which we can sell. Alright. Let's go to Caldera real fast and blast this stuff out of our inventory. And then we can head up to Dagonfell to cure this hermit who lives in the middle of nowhere, or to give him food and water or something. That tree can't possibly get any sunlight.
Oh, friend. What say you?
What say you?
Do not fear. How can I?
Greetings. May fortune be with you.
There we go. 3,000 gold right there, nice and easy, from assassins trying to kill me. Another 5,000 gold for some of their gear. So we're up to 8,000 gold now from those assassins. And this is another 24,000, so 10,400 gold from some assassins trying to murder me. Not too shabby.
Do not fear. Do not fear. Greetings.
You seem to be fitting in well, Outlander.
Welcome. If you wish
How
to
about
talk,
a spell or
it's really no trouble at all.
Sadrith Mora, that's it.
9 good days to you, sir.
We might as well just jump. A little bit of lag going to third person there.
May you find all that you seek, traveler.
Dagonfell. Alright. So there is no road south out of town. Alright, we're headed in the right direction. South down this road until we get to the water, and then west until we see an island. Then we can water walk over. and hopefully find this hermit. Hey, my athletics went up. 64. It's getting there. I think the nerds did the math, and in Oblivion, to get your athletics from 10 to 100 required 96 hours of running. Real life hours. 96. It required 70 hours of swimming. So swimming was considered the preferred way to raise your athletics. But either way, both of those were substantial numbers. So it was considered one of the hardest things in Oblivion to level. A lot of people would just tape the thumbsticks on their controllers up and then just go to work, go to school, something like that. And come back and hopefully have 10 levels of athletics, you know? Here we are. Is that him? I think that's him.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around
Yep,
here.
Sendis
Please,
Sathis. I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Sendis Sathis. How can I help you? Food and drink. Yes, here it is. Quama eggs again? Well, I should be thankful the temple supports an old hermit like me. Yes. They give you eggs and booze. You're welcome. I delivered the food and drink. Anything else to look at while we're here? You just live out exposed to the elements? You just have a fucking bedroll and a fire? And you're shirtless? And you survive out here? That's wild. We'll take some gold cannon if we can find it. Make some cool potions with that. Like restore strength. There's a bunch of hostile animals here. How did these Kugati not kill our friend back there? Well, it looks like there's some Ashlanders or something over here. Let's take a look. I'm not familiar with this. We can also save real fast, just in case something goes south. Are you friendly? They are.
I have you.
Oh shit.
May you find all
Okay,
that you
okay. Nice chatting. Dude just whipped out a two-handed sword and just went to town on me. Okay, bye. We could probably Civi intervention, but I just don't know how far away we're gonna be. I think it would just be best to recall back to Balmora and travel to Alderun. And then just run back to the Ghost Gate, probably using the Boots of Blinding Speed. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to get back to the Ghost Gate every time, honestly. It's pretty far out there. Unless I want to like mark the ground, just so I can keep teleporting back, which I don't really want to do. And if I Civi intervention, I'm not going to end up at that Ghost Gate, I'm going to end up at the temple here in Alderun. I have to get closer to the Ghost Gate in order to use that spell. So, I don't know. I guess we can just hoof it, and with this trick to use the Boots of Blinding Speed, it's not terrible. We do run pretty fast. Through Cliff Racer infested territory. But it's a little annoying.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
You delivered the food and drink? Good. I did. Many sacred relics of the temple have been lost to the 6th house. I want you to recover a relic that I believe is lost in Kogarun. Oh, so she's going to send me to a 6th house base. I don't know where lost Kogarun is. One of our valiant ordinators, Feral Salman, wore the hair shirt of Saint Erelor. He was searching for lost Kogarun, but is now lost himself. He is presumed dead, but if you can find him alive or recover the hair shirt, the temple would be grateful. Okay.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Lost Kogarun was somewhere north of the northern boundary of the Ghost Fence. It was closer to Margon than Ghost Gate. So we should travel to Margon and then look around this area here for lost Kogarun. We can do that. I accept that challenge. Getting to Margon is not going to be simple. We can take the Silt Strider to Alderun, and then we can take this Silt Strider to Margon, I believe. Yes.
Where would you like to go?
And then we can hop off here, make our way to the Ghost Fence, which is here. Are you friendly? They are not friendly.
You will die.
Maybe we go this way. I can't really traverse up this very well. This isn't the way. Let's see if we can levitate real fast. Get a better vantage point. That's where we just were. Okay. So we're gonna go north-north. Is that an ash vampire? Ash zombie. You shouldn't be outside of the ghost gate. Maybe this is our clue that we're close. I don't see any entrances though. Let's come around to the right here. Yeah, I don't see it. All good. We can levitate over this mountain. Alteration skill went up. Yeah, what is this? Dilapidated house. There's a stronghold here. Probably not what we're looking for. We can take a peek. Oh shit. This is what we're looking for. This is the Ordinator. Feral Salman, and he had a shirt on, a hair shirt. There it is, the hair shirt of Saint Erelor. Cast when used. Resist Magicka, resist shock, restore health. 2 points for 30 seconds. That's pretty strong. It's a pretty strong artifact. The guy had full Ordinator armor, too. We should take some of that. It's a little heavy, but it's very valuable. Is that a Dreamer? Yeah, damn. Kogaroon, Hall of Fisto. Damn. Kogaroon, Temple of Fae. Dome of Pollux Eve. Dome of Urso. Well, let's do a save. Let's do a new save. Jhakri, level 35. Let's get our Spirit Knife ready, or Poison Flask, one or the other. Yep. Ash Vampire, or Ash Zombie. Boom, got him. Critical damage. Daggeth Gearer. That was a Daggeth. It was a lesser Daggeth, but still. We crit him with Skull Crusher, so he didn't live. That is the second Daggeth that we've killed. And he had a 6th house amulet on him. Corpus Weepings. Super gross. Something written on the floor here. I don't know what it says. House Daggeth Cup. Yeah, we can take that. For our little shrine at home. I didn't expect there to be a Daggeth in the very first place I walk into. Ascended Sleeper. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, he hit me with poison. I got him with Spirit Knife. We can try to hit him with Poison Flask, although we're hurting on mana. There we go. That should kill him. We just need to line of sight him until he dies. Ho ho ho. We win. The Dreamer is awake. Daggeth Reller. So that's another Daggeth. That was an Ascended Sleeper Daggeth. No wonder he had poison attacks. They don't normally. Damn, that's some fucked up stuff. Like, Daggeth is fucked up in the head. Temple of Fae. Alright. Jesus Christ, another one. Is this another Daggeth? I hit him with poison. I'm juking his poison. We can probably lightning bolt him, we just have to be careful. Got him. Daggeth Uvil. We need to put our regular boots back on. Okay. We have the bell hammer. Okay. Giant ass statue. Let's keep going. This is a creepy place, man. Can't say I love fighting 3 Daggeths back to back to back. We'll keep saving. See what we encounter in here. That's the way down. Probably some kind of ash zombie. Ash slave. My ninjutsu is stronger than his. Oh shit. Could just be an ass zombie. We don't know it's something nasty. We can get electrocute ready. We can get up on him. Daggeth Delness. Daggeth D's nuts. It's another Daggeth. Get our lightning bolt ready and just stay away from this guy. He's dead. That's a ton of Daggeths. Is this a loom? Looks like it is. Interesting. Iron Tonto. Parchment with scrawlings. All cries are waking. Whitest white of all white. Blackest blacks of all blacks. Shame and sun, sun and shadow. Stronger than gods, brighter than mortals. Only he is awake, only he is alive. He knows the names and the naming. He knows the wait and the waiting. He enters into every star and moon. He shines through their shadows. One shape, one spelling, one wraith, one casting. From darkness he is armed, from light he is warded. He is all things. Drake, Leche, Theoman. On rivers of fire he comes forth. Through the storms of dreams he rides. With slivers of steel he pierces the heart. All spells, powers, curses broken. The chains are shattered, the scales fall away. I see you with my eye, and all is silence. I wake, I remember, Lord. Cool. No, Dagather's definitely, he's definitely well adjusted, I think. Ooh, ooh. You're a fast caster. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball. Hall of Maki. Another ascended sleeper, huh? Is it just the one? If it's one, we can handle it. Got him. We need to get the poison flask on him. I think he blighted me. Frost Storm. Just keep this between me and him, and he can't hit us. He's dead. We're good. No blight. Why do they stack all the chairs? Lock level 20. We can make short work of that. Oh, no shit. Glass armor. A vampire. It says dead hero, but he's clearly a dead vampire. Fury. Wow, constant effect. Blind, 20% on stealth. Drain heavy armor, medium armor, light armor, unarmored, and fortify attack. Damn. Interesting weapon. We'll take the glass cuirass, the glass shield. We have not yet found a glass shield, so that's a first for us. But Fury is an interesting weapon. So you take some pretty substantial debuffs, particularly to your vision and survivability. Ebony short sword. 200 gold. So this was the thief. Some lockpicks, some probes, an ebony short sword. He came in here to steal. So what now? Okay, so I found the shirt, so I think we're done. And we went pretty deep into here. And at the very bottom we found... Oh shit. No, there's more to this place. We're not quite done, are we? Flame Atronach. Not that scary, to be honest. Of all the things in here, that's probably the easiest opponent we fought so far. Dead. Another Flame Atronach. Again, alone. Dead. Holy shit. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come in here. That's right. This place is huge. Much bigger than I thought it was going to be. Nabith Waterway. Let's go back. See what's on the other side. And if we don't find anything interesting, we go down the waterway. Vault of Air Road. Clan Fear. Easy. Low ranking Daedra. Not scary at all. Ascended Sleeper. Much scarier. See if we can hit him from downtown with a spirit knife. Got him. Is he gonna come? Oh, he's coming. A whole lot of you coming. He's dying to the poison. Yeah, he can't survive that. Daggeth Ulan. Lower Kogoran Key. Take all. Wow, there's been a couple Daggeth Ascended Sleepers in here. Not exactly easy targets. Silver Claymore. Standard Restore Strength. So he just chills in this creepy ass underground chamber stacking chairs? Bone Lord. Not what I was expecting. Telvanni Dust Adept Helm. Exquisite Robe. They laid gold out in Daggeth's symbol. Very interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go to the waterway. We did get a key. I don't know if that'll help us. Lower Kogoran key used. Alright. Huh. This is pretty cool. It's much more expansive than I thought it would be. I feel like I recognize this place. I wonder if this is like a main quest area. Seems like there's a couple different ways we can go. Well, shit. Getting lost. Ah, shit, an Ascended Sleeper, too. Precisely what we did not want to run into here. Oh, shit. Okay, we're gonna have to run up and Poison Flask him. Actually, we can Spirit Bite him. We have to. There we go. I've contracted Ashwoe Blight, but that should kill him. It did not kill him. Damn, he's got a lot of health. Ascended Sleeper. Alright, we need to cure our Blight. Vivek's Tears. Blight is cleared. Okay. Oh, rough. We need to let our mana come back a little bit. Imagine dying all the way down here. In the sewers. With some 6th house base stronghold. I don't know what a bloat spore is, to be honest. Oh, moon sugar, of course. Some of these are rare ingredients. The moon sugar, not so much. Another Ascended Sleeper. We can hit him with a Poison Flask. That's what we wanted. Boom. Hit him with the poison. Yeah, that's rotting him super hard. I don't know if it'll kill him, he's got so much health. It didn't. That did. That guy's super tough. Daggeth Rallis, yeah. It's obvious that he wasn't just a normal dude. Can I make this jump? I don't think I can. We're gonna have to levitate it. Let's wait for the levitate to fall off. There we go. We can save. Let's make sure both of our rings are on. we're good. Oh yeah, we're getting to the real meat and potatoes of the dungeon now. We're gonna find the inner shrine and the hardest Dagoth in here. Okay, let's go this way. We can spirit knife him while he's running at us. He's very slow. He reflected it. So now both of our healths are draining. He's got about as much health as I do. And a healing wave. And we're gonna close in. See if that kills him. Probably won't. Dead. Dagoth Danel. Bone Lord. Might have damaged my speed. He did. Speed down to 96. It's probably another Dagoth. We can spirit knife him from afar and hope he doesn't reflect it. Boom. He did not. We can hit him with lightning bolts while he's running. Nice. Hit him with another one. Good. Let's see if the spirit knife kills him. It does not. Critical damage. Dagoth Fervus. Shit. You see that guy's headpiece and everything? He's like the god Dagoth. Greater Bone Walker, please don't reduce my attributes. Oh, we did. Alright, restore strength. Okay, we're back up. Alright, we gotta save here. This guy's nasty. This guy we're about to fight is the big boss. Probably one of the harder enemies in Morrowind. I don't know his name, but he's got the whole Dagoth headpiece and stuff on, and he's at the end of a very long dungeon that required us to kill like 11 other lesser Dagoths. So this guy's the boss. He's the big dude. I'm wondering if we just try to spirit bite him. Right off the bat. Boom, we got him. Hit him with a lightning bolt, maybe? Got him good. Okay, he missed me. Missed me again. Missed me. Critical damage. Dagoth Uthal. Yeah, he's the real deal. 20,000 gold belt. Cast when used. Fortify health. Resist poison. Fire shield. Fortify fatigue. Okay, we're gonna take all of that. Red Mountain region. Oh man. It's a back way into the Red Mountain. Not really where we want to be. Orgrim. Poison flask. This guy seems to have a little bit more health than usual. The poison should kill him. Orgrim Titan. That's why. He's not a regular Orgrim. He's like the leveled up version. No wonder it took him so long to die to that. Ash Zombie. Corpus Stalker. It's very hard to see here. Wondering if we can just get to the Ghost Gate and get out of here. I don't know, the Ghost Gate's pretty far. I think we're following the right path. Blunt weapon skill increased to 100. Maximum. That's my second weapon skill, or my second skill to hit 100. Oh, that was wild. I think I was meant to refresh to see your video. Haha, I thought you were just on a longer break. Oh no, I've been here the whole time. I am at 1 hour and 3 minutes of this episode. You missed the craziest dungeon we've done so far. We killed 11 lesser Dagoths, and then a guy named Dagoth Ulvil, who is Dagathur's right-hand general. We are inside the Ghost Gate as we speak. Around Red Mountain, fucking stuff up. It was a crazy dungeon. It was way bigger and longer than I thought it was going to be. That's what she said. And it had some pretty crazy enemies inside. No, actually it was a shorter break than I thought. Because instead of making a coffee, I just grabbed a Coke because I was lazy. Yeah, the temple sent me to a 6th house base, and it was a wild ride. I'm trying to make my way out to the Ghost Gate now. Yeah, I have the Amulet of Divine Intervention, and you know, frankly, I should use the Amulet of Almosphere Intervention, now that I think about it. That should bring me right back to the Ghost Gate, right? It did not. It brought me to the Alderune Temple. Well, you win some, you lose some. Oh well. Alright, so let's get out of here. Yeah, this one's got a few less ash creatures, but yeah, just as dusty. Just as many cliff racers. So imagine if your sack got sweaty, then this sandstorm. It would be absolutely terrible. Let me go on over Speedy Cat, scroll up here. First time chat. Some of the dungeons in this game are fucking massive. I always make sure. Yeah, so, Yes and no. I try to use Mark and Recall, obviously, as much as possible. Got a Recall spell here. And then I have the Amulets of Almasvi and Divine Intervention, which I try to utilize too, to really travel around the world a little bit more efficiently, so you don't just end up running everywhere. But still, you end up running a lot. I think I'm going to pop on my Boots of Blinding Speed spell here, and then slap my boots on, and see if we can get to the Ghost Gate a little bit faster. Or in this case, maybe a lot faster. I don't know if I can cut through this Daedric Ruin, or whether I even really want to. That scamp just had the worst afternoon. No one's even going to believe him when he resurrects again on Tamriel and tries to tell his buddies what happened to him. He's chilling, right, in an ash storm. He's just getting back from Tuesday night poker with the boys. And this orc shaman in full glass armor, wearing Mara's accoutrements, and wielding Skullcrusher, comes flying through the air, lands on his face, and destroys him. The boys aren't going to believe that. I hear a cliff racer up my butt, as usual. Dead. Yeah, my mark is in the Balmora Mages Guild, because I find it very nice and central. You can definitely avoid Creeper and still make millions of gold, right? You'd also want to avoid the Talking Mudcrab Merchant for the same reason. But Creeper's so easy. And there's two reasons I think Creeper's really easy. The first is he's got a 5,000 gold limit, which is one of the higher in the game. And the second is that he buys almost anything. There's a couple things he won't buy, but he'll buy most anything at full price too. He doesn't even haggle. You don't even lose 50%, you know, to Mercantile. He just gives you 100% of the value of the item. He buys 90% of the items in the game. And he has 5,000 gold, so obviously he's a pretty goated merchant. Goated with the sauce, as the kids would say. But yeah, Mudcrab has 10,000 gold though, and a lot of your big ticket items are like your glass items, right? Like this glass halberd's 16,000, this ebony short sword's 10,000. I just got this weird sword, Fury, which is actually kind of interesting. But yeah, no, Creeper is also more accessible. The Talking Mudcrab Merchant is in the middle of fucking nowhere. Creeper's right in Caldera, you can get to him easily. Mages Guild, teleport, boom, you're right there. So I prefer Creeper too. But for example, you can use Nelkara. She's the alchemist, the fine alchemist in Balmora. She has 3,000 gold as a limit, and she buys any kind of ingredient or potion, and you can very easily get your alchemy up to 100 in Morrowind. It takes 5 minutes. And then every potion you're making is worth a fucking fortune. Some of the ones I have here, this Restore Magicka potion is valued at 300 each, right? This Restore Health is 175. So with 10 potions, essentially, of Restore Magicka, she gives you 3,000 gold. Maybe a little less. Also, the ingredients to make Restore Magicka are super easy, and she sells both of them perpetually. So all you have to do is rest 24 hours and her entire inventory comes back, and then you can make another 3,000 gold. Essentially, every time you rest, you make 3,000 gold. Where with Creeper, every time you rest, you make 5,000 gold, but he's not selling you anything to infinitely sell back to him, whereas Nelkara is. So honestly, Nelkara is one of the best ways in the game to make gold, and it has nothing to do with the the slightly unethical use of Creeper or the Talking Mudcrab Merchant. It's also my go-to in Oblivion for making gold as well. I can show you that too when we get back, Mogadan. I'll show you how that works, because you're probably curious.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here.
Alright,
Please, talk.
so the hair shirt in Lost Kogaroon. Yes, we got it. The hair shirt was actually outside. I decided to go into this massive 6th house base and murder everyone inside on my own volition. And I probably shouldn't have because it was terrible. It was a very long dungeon. There was a lot going on in there. Yes, here's the shirt. Good. I suppose this means that Feral Salmon is dead. Yeah, no, he's dead as fuck. It is unfortunate, but at least the relic has been returned. Yeah, I mean, all we really cared about was the relic, right? So let's get the next duty. See what she's got for us. Another sacred relic. As soon as I get my PC back up and running, I'm going to give this game a proper crack, so the more tips the better. Yeah, no, I got all the tips for you. Another sacred relic which has been lost at the temple is the cleaver of Saint Felms. Mendel Eves carried the cleaver, the bold. He was a brave and honorable buoyant armiger, but he fell fighting in the northeast slopes of Red Mountain in the ash vampire lair known as Turian Nulial. Recover the cleaver from the hands of our enemies and return it to the temple. That is a fucking insane quest. So they want me to go back in Red Mountain, find the ash vampire lair, and steal back this artifact. That's a tough quest, my dude. On the northeast slopes of Red Mountain. Okay, so let's let's head home and deal with some of our inventory issues real fast. We got a bunch of glass armor too, because we actually found a dead adventurer in that dungeon that had a bunch of glass. Now we, of course, are already wearing full glass that we're starting to enchant over time, but still pretty cool. We can put this in storage at home somewhere. Let's recall back, do a little bit of housekeeping here. And while we're at it, I can show you some cool Nelkara stuff. Oh, it's bright. Oh. Okay. The screen adjusted. I don't know why Morrowind does that. Oh, and it was really dark when we came in here, and then it adjusted again. Okay, we can put this Fury Sword somewhere, because it's actually pretty cool. I think it's a two-hander, though, so maybe not. Yeah, we can put it here. Get rid of our Wizard Staff. We don't need that on display. It might be hard to get this going exactly where we want it to. But this is a pretty cool sword. I think it's a silver longsword. It is. And it has a bunch of negative values on it. It blinds you, and it drains every type of defense you have, essentially. But it gives you 20 points of attack, which is wild. And if you took the warrior birth sign when you made your character, you'd also have a 10-point fortify attack. And then you can put on some gear, some rings or something that have fortify attack. And you can end up with just an insane attack value when you're using a weapon like this. So pretty neat. Pretty neat stuff. Let's put that staff away. We'll put it in our crate of stuffs. Cool, cool, cool. We'll put all of our 6th house amulets in here. Or I guess we could just sell them too. We don't really need to. The Belt of Hellfire is pretty cool. Would your boot spell cancel out those negs when wielding the sword? Interesting question. It would cancel out the blind. It would not cancel out the decrease in the armor values, or the positive bonus to attack. So my spell would, I believe, though, keep us from being blinded 20% when we're using the sword. Remember that blind is not just a visual problem. Blind also decreases your chance to hit pretty substantially. So, yeah, you don't want to get blinded when you're wearing it. Even a 20% blind could have a substantial impact on how often you're striking your enemies. Okay, cool. That's all done. Let's put our ebony away here real quick. We can put our glass in our chest down here, just so we have backup glass. All the glass we have on us is actually stolen, which is not great. Not what you want. We can put our candle over here to make it even more red and atmospheric over here in this corner. Yes, and we can put our Daggett House cup here too. Oh, we got our little frickin' Daggett shrine going. Looks good. Alright, that's all we need to put down here. We got some stuff we can sell. We can get to that later. Let me go show you the Nelkara trick. Let me grab, actually, while we're at it. I won't grab all of my nice alchemy stuff, but I will grab a mortar and pestle at least. Master mortar and pestle. Alright, I think that's all we need. Just keep in mind that any potions I make with this aren't going to be as powerful as they could be. void salts, and I think it's comberry. Also keep in mind that comberry grows everywhere. It's literally one of the most common herbs in Morrowind. But I'll show you a way that it doesn't matter. Oof. Fuck me. So we're gonna go up these stairs here. It's a bird. No shit. Alright. Just chilling on the ground. So this is the woman right here, if you don't want to use Creeper or Talking Mudcrab Merchant. Her name is Nalkaria, Fine Alchemist. And she's got a bunch of awesome stuff here, and a guard, by the way, so don't try to steal her Grandmaster's Murder and Pestle unless you take care of him first. So when you open her inventory, you're going to see some interesting things that you're going to see on my screen that you're not going to see on your screen, right? Obviously, I've sold a lot of potions to Nalkara here. I've made a lot of money with Nalkara. I have 308,000 gold, right? However, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find some ingredients that she has that you can use to make potions. Now, this right here is called Void Salts, and she has 28 of them. Void Salts make a Restore Magicka potion, and so do your comberries, right? So what you're going to want to do is just grab some comberries when you're out, you know, running around. It's one of the most common things out there. You're going to buy, say you have 5 comberries, you're going to buy 5 Void Salts. Come on. We're going to say, yeah, whatever. Give her any money she wants. We're going to open our Mortar and Pestle, and we're going to make that potion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Just made a bunch of them. They are worth 175 gold each. Now, you just saw that we bought those for, what, 370 gold or something? So we can sell these 5 back to her for 661. So as long as you've picked your own comberry, you just made a ton of money. And you can actually bump this up too. You can probably get her to give you, I don't know, 680 or something. Boom. I just made a bunch of money. I just doubled my money. For a 350 gold investment, I just made 680 gold back. Cool. But there's way more you can do. So one of the really interesting things, you'll notice here that she has 246 muck, and she has 240 scales. That might seem like a ridiculous number for you. Like, how does this vendor have so many of these things? I'll show you how. So let's take something else. Vampire Dust would be a costly way to demonstrate this, but we can use Vampire Dust maybe. Maybe we should use a cheaper one, like Grave Dust. Yeah, let's use... Yeah, I don't know if I want to use Grave Dust either. We can just... we can use Trauma Root. I wonder if this is one of the ones. So she has 10 Trauma Root. And let me show you something. Let's buy all 10 Trauma Root. Offer. Goodbye. Open up her inventory again, and she has 10 Trauma Root again. What the fuck? Didn't we just buy all her Trauma Root? Well, let's buy all her Trauma Root again. Offer. Close out. Open her up again. Whoa, she has 10 Trauma Root again. How is that? It's because Trauma Root, with a lot of the other things in her inventory, are perpetual. They're infinite. Every time you open her inventory, she's going to have that base number of whatever that item is again. You can buy them as many times as you'd like, but it gets cheekier than that. You see how we just bought 20 Trauma Root from her, and she has these 10 that just infinitely spawn in her inventory? What happens if we sell these 20 back to her? She gives us 151 gold. We take that. That's all good, right? We wait 24 hours. We open up her inventory, and guess what? She has 30 Trauma Root now. But it gets better. Let's buy all 30 of her Trauma Root for 224 gold, right? And now let's open up her inventory again. Holy shit. She has 30 again. We have permanently increased the base amount of this item that will show up in her inventory every time you open her inventory panel. But you can do this pretty much as you'd like. Let's buy another 30. Close, open, barter, sell all 60 to her for 454 gold.
Welcome. If you
Let's
wish to
sleep
talk, it is
for
really no
24
trouble
hours.
at all.
Open up her inventory. She has 90 now. And every time I open her inventory, she will have 90 trauma root. So I can make like just infinite potions. And you might think, well, it's expensive to buy all this stuff, right? But you're getting more money back from the potions you're making than you're spending on materials most of the time. Not all the time. But let's buy 11 racer plumes from her. And let's buy 11 trauma root from her. Because I happen to know off the top of my head, this makes a levitation potion. Costs us 244 gold. Keep that in mind. 244 gold. Now we're going to take our mortar and pestle, and remember this isn't even going to be a very strong potion because we're only using a mortar and pestle. I'm not actually using any of my other alchemy supply because I didn't want to grab it. So let's make these 11 levitate potions. Cool, I think we got 10 of them. We're going to sell those to her. They are right here, levitate, boom. 1172 gold. And we spent, what, 242 gold on that? We're making almost 1,000 gold because we bought 10 racer plumes and 90 trauma root from her. So let's do it. Let's sell that to her. Open up her inventory, and guess what? Here's another 10 racer plumes. And here's another, I don't know, 10 trauma root. Again, this is going to cost us a little bit of money. 222 gold, whatever. All good. Grab your fucking mortar and pestle again. Slap those in here. And again, you could make a much more valuable potion if you wanted to. If you wanted to use all of your stuff. Make your 10 potions. Sell them back to her. Be like, yo lady, you want some levitate potions? 1,000 gold. 1,066. It's infinite money. It's infinite money. On top of a couple other cool perks, right? One, your alchemy skill is going to go up very, very, very quickly, which is awesome. Two, you can make an infinite number of some very valuable potions. For example, Restore Magicka. Look at this potion. 24 points a second for 64 seconds. That is 1,400 Magicka I get. Of course, it's over the course of about a minute, right? It's not all at once, but 24 points a second, you're going to have a hard time to, spending all that. So it's not just gold. It's not just, oh, hey, I can essentially just print myself money. It's, I can also make a Restore Health Potion that gives me, say, I think I made this one, 11 points of health a second for 26 seconds. It's over 300 health in this little rinky-dink potion. This one's even stronger. This one is a Restore Health 24 points for 64 seconds. That's 1,400 health. That's 4 times as much health as we have. So something has to kill us 4 times over in a minute to get through this potion. So it's nasty. It's the same with the levitate potions. It's the same with anything. And if you want to get... Hey, welcome, Krynos. Welcome for the follow. And if you want to get really shitty, if you want to get unethical, because nothing we're doing right now is what I would consider unethical. This is all just how the game was made. It's baked into the game. It's how the developers intended you to use alchemy. They did not intend you to run around the outside, picking up flowers and making, 5 potions every now and again. They definitely intended you to use merchants to make potions. But let me show you 2 other things while we're on the topic of making alchemy ridiculous. So the Balmora Mages Guild, this is one of the first places that you're going to start. This is where I started this Let's Play. And the very first quest giver that you talk to is a little Khajiit named Ajira. Well, Ajira has a very interesting quality that only about 3 alchemy people in the entirety of the game have. And that's the ability to make a potion with 2 of the ingredients she sells. So she sells an ingredient called hound meat. And she sells another ingredient called... It's another meat somewhere, I think. Crab meat. So let's buy 5 crab meat, 5 hound meat, offer, open up her thing, sell her 5 crab meat and 5 hound meat, offer, close her thing, open it up, barter with her, buy your crab meat, buy your hound meat, offer, cool, wait 24 hours. It is heavily modded, yep. And then now she has 10. Now she has 10 and 10 instead of 5 and 5, and you can increase this as much as you want. So let's buy these 10. Cool, whatever, offer. And then let's grab our mortar and pestle. And one of the cool things about this is that crab meat and hound meat make a fortify or restore fatigue potion. Very, very powerful potion that you're probably going to want to use, but it gets better. Let's make all these. Make these 20 potions. There's two things I want to show you about this that most people don't think intuitively about Morrowind. So when we made those Restore Magicka potions, look at the weight. The weight is 0.1 pound, which is great. I can carry 10 of these for 1 pound of encumbrance. Awesome, nice and light. However, let's look at this Restore Fatigue potion I just made. Whoa! These have a weight of 0.8. They weigh almost a pound apiece. One of these potions weighs 8 times as much as one of these potions. Why is that? You want to guess? Because this is in Oblivion too. I don't know why Bethesda did this, but the weight of the ingredients you use is what calculates the weight of your potion. So crab meat is a half pound, and hound meat is a full pound. So if you add them together, you get 1.5 divided by 2.8. So that's why these potions weigh so fucking much. So, be careful. There's another interesting thing. If I make a Restore Fatigue potion, out of any other two ingredients that are much lighter, they are all going to weigh 0.8 pounds, because this weight is set the first time you make that potion. Don't fuck that up. Something the game doesn't tell you. And I mean, it's not going to, you can make zero weight potions, technically. Yep. Most potions are about 0.1 pound, but you can actually end up with potions that are almost 2 pounds apiece if you're using very heavy ingredients. One ingredient is ebony, right? It weighs 10 pounds apiece. So if you mix ebony with something else to make a potion, like a Restore Agility potion, you could be running around with a 6-pound fucking potion. You know? So keep that in mind when you're making potions. The weight of your ingredients indicates the weight of the potions, and that's for the rest of the time. Even without potion crafting. Yeah, I mean, there's so many easy ways to make money. Money rains from the sky. But alchemy is a really great way to make easy money and not have to use creeper or something like that. Lighter weight food, and then you can make the rest with the hound and crab because they all stack and won't change the weight. Yes, however, there are more caveats, because why would this be easy in this 23-year-old game? Anytime the values change, it will change the potion. It'll even change the icon of the potion, and that resets the weight that you've established. Yeah, the Dark Brotherhood assassins have Daedric Wakasashis up until level 25. They sell for 48,000 gold apiece. And then after level 25, they have adamantite Jink blades. Those sell for 1,500 apiece, much cheaper, much more dangerous, by the way. But yeah, I mean, the Dark Brotherhood assassins attack you every 3 days when you sleep. Free money, right? But alchemy is good. It's more than just the money. It raises your alchemy skill. You can make really powerful potions for yourself. But I do want to show you one more thing. Let's sell all these, because I don't want it. Actually, they're worth too much to even sell to her, so we'll take the L on it. It's fine. I also want to sell this crab meat because I don't want it in my inventory. That's okay. I'll give it to you for free, Ajira, because we're such good friends.
Good to see you.
One more thing I want to show you, if we're on the topic of a quick alchemy tutorial. There's a couple potions you really want to learn how to make. One of them is gold cannet and stone flower. And the reason you want to know that potion by heart, they actually grow together. Almost every time you see gold cannet, you will find stone flower. And that's very valuable, because you can grab them both at the same time, like underneath a sign or something. And when you take both of those, you can make a potion. Let's see. Gold cannet. Ooh, we'll just take one. And stoneflower should be in here somewhere, right there. Stoneflower petals. There we go. One of the most powerful potions in the game. Should we grab an ash yam too? Yeah, because I want to show you this also. We'll grab 5 of them. We'll grab 3 of them. We don't need to show you the whole thing. And then I think it's bloat. Vampire dust. It's a circle. There it is. Bloat. We'll grab 3 of those. Alright. So let's show you what I'm talking about. These are two very important potions. When you use the gold cannon and the stone flower, you make something called Restore Strength. Extremely important potion, because Restore Strength 47 points for 142 seconds. That's actually kind of insane, but whatever. You're going to fight numerous enemies that will decrease your attributes permanently. It's not something that'll just come back after 10 seconds. You have to restore your attributes. You can do it with a spell, but the spells are expensive and hard to cast. You can do it at any Tribunal Temple altar, costs you 35 gold, but if you're out in the world, you can't do that. Or you can have a potion that restores that attribute. Here's the reason why strength is such a bitch. If you fight an enemy that reduces your strength by, let's say, 15 times every time they hit you 6 times, and you have a strength of 0. You know what that means? It means that your encumbrance is now 0. So you are rooted in place. You cannot move. You can't control your character. And you won't be able to move your character until you dump literally everything in your inventory on the ground. That's a problem. That sucks. Now what you can do is you can dump everything on the ground, cast a recall or something, and go get your strength back up in whatever way you can, and then go back and pick it all up, but what a pain in the ass. If you have one of these potions on you, you can save yourself that awful experience, right? Stone flower petals and gold cannon make the Restore Strength potion, and it will absolutely save your ass if your strength gets brought all the way down to 0 by an enemy. The number one enemy that does that is called the Greater Bone Walker, and unfortunately it's an enemy that's very commonly summoned by conjurers. And the second that thing touches you, your strength and agility and speed are going down fast. And if they go to 0, you're fucked. You're rooted in place. You have to get completely dead-ass naked to even get out of wherever that place is. Bad news. So always have one of these potions on you, unless you have the ability to restore your strength. Now I bought all of them. I do have a Restore Strength spell, and it has a 100% chance to cast, but you might not, right? My restoration is 71, your restoration might be 14. So keep one of these potions. Yeah, cast Recall. You can absolutely cast Recall, and then drop everything on the ground for wherever your safe space is, but now you're still running naked through town to try to find a Tribunal Temple place to get your attributes back up. It's a pain in the ass. You can avoid all of it just by carrying a very simple potion made with 2 very common ingredients: Stoneflower, gold cannon, and they grow side by side. Anytime you see one, you're going to find the other within like 5 steps. So that's a potion you need to know. Second, very important potion, and this one's cheesy. This is unethical. I'll tell you right off the bat. I'm not going to defend this. I'm just saying, here's a possibility if you want to get greasy. Let's do Ashiam and Bloat. And I'm not going to make a real one. I'm just going to show you the idea. It is a Fortify Intelligence potion, and this is why this is broken. The strength of your alchemy potions are based on 2 things: your alchemy skill and your intelligence. The higher your intelligence, the stronger your alchemy potions. And you can probably already see where this is going. So you make a potion of Fortify Intelligence, right? It's in here somewhere. Here it is. Fortify Intelligence 47 points. So keep that number in mind. 47 points of intelligence. We're going to drink that. Boom. Now our intelligence is 177. Whip your mortar and pestle back out. Slap your Ashiam and your bloat in there. Make another potion. Boom. This one is 49 points. Drink that bad boy. Now we have 226 intelligence. And whip out your mortar and pestle here. Slap your Ashiam and your bloat inside. And now we have a Fortify Intelligence potion that is 51 points, right? And we can drink that. Now our intelligence is 277. Also notice that your Magicka goes up with your intelligence. So I have 692 mana now, which is dumb. It allows you to cast very strong spells back to back to back. And honestly, it's one of the only ways that destruction magic, especially in Morrowind, can be viable-ish. Bethesda really made casting tough in Morrowind, and this is one of the ways to give yourself a better mana pool. But you can also just keep doing this and just make crazy intelligence potions. I think I have one on the shelf here that is 104 points for 5 minutes. So, and you can just keep going. You can make one that's 10,000, right? Like, just go for it. There's a couple of things you want to be careful of. If you do that with speed, you can break your game. If you do that with strength, you can literally break your weapons. If your strength is 10,000 and you swing your weapon, it's instantly going to break. You're also going to drop a nuclear bomb on whatever you just hit, but you will break your gear with a strength of, 1,000, 10,000, something like that. You can do it with personality, so everybody has max disposition when you talk to them, like a dog bowl said. You can do that with anything. But alchemy is super awesome in Morrowind, and not only is it free money, instant gold. There's just loops that you can make infinite gold with, just standing at the vendor and refreshing their inventory. But yeah, the 10,000 strength. Turn into Fallout with 10. Yeah, I mean you're playing Fallout New Vegas now. Yeah, exactly. If you have I don't even know what the number is. I would guess probably once you start getting around 5,000 or 6,000 strength, you're gonna break your weapon. Like you're just gonna swing it so hard, you're gonna break the sound barrier. There's gonna be vapor and atmosphere behind it, and you're just gonna hit that mud crab in the head, and it's going to vaporize, and you're gonna put a crater in the ground. Balmoral is gonna be gone, yeah, that's how that goes. Anyway, alchemy, cool stuff. Use it. Don't sleep on it. Also, all of these mechanics for alchemy are true for Oblivion as well. It isn't until Skyrim that things start to change a little bit, although frankly there's some loops in Skyrim too. You can make enchanting potions with alchemy, and then enchant alchemy gear, and then make stronger enchanting potions to enchant stronger alchemy gear, and you can do all that if you'd like to. It's more costly and difficult to do, but you can do all that. But anyway, Mogo, that's how you can use alchemy to make some easy money. If you don't want to, sell things to Creeper and do all that. While we're on the subject, I suppose, of Creeper, I can show you a really quick little trick for Creeper. If he isn't overpowered enough.
What can I do for you today?
I remember abusing the living hell out of enchanting alchemy in Oblivion, especially with the dupe glitch, which is insanely easy. Yeah, so in Oblivion, if you have any arrows or scrolls in a stack, and you double-click them and then drop another item, you'll have as many of that item as you had scrolls or arrows in that stack. So you can take like a 5,000 gold soul gem, right? Double-click 3 scrolls in your inventory, drop the soul gem, and now you have 3 5,000 gold soul gems. It's called the duplication glitch. It's very easy. I don't like using it, because frankly I think it's game breaking. Now don't get me wrong, I'm breaking Morrowind too, but I'm not doing it through anything I'd consider a glitch. Everything that I'm doing is intended mechanic, more or less, in the game, more or less. Whereas the duplication glitch I feel is actually cheating. You might as well just console command yourself 100,000 gold if you want to do that. Obviously, I've been to Creeper a couple times. I've sold some stuff to Creeper. And here's an interesting thing. So Creeper only has a 5,000 gold limit. So if I want to sell something that's, say, 7,000 gold, like this Indral Cuirass, how do I do that? Do I just eat the 2,000 gold loss? No, you don't. You take something else that you sold to him that's worth 2,000 gold, like those boots, and now you can sell for 5,000 gold. You can literally trade with him until you can trade back and forth items of enough value so that you're getting your 5,000 gold without losing anything. And now I have 2 pair of these boots. So I can take a pair of boots and I can take a helm. I can sell that for 5,000 and then just wait for 24 hours and then all of his money comes back. However, you can sell very expensive items. You can see there's some things in here. This Daedra Katana is 50,000 gold. You better believe I got all 50,000 gold of that. I did not sell that for 5,000 gold. I sold it for 5,000 plus 45,000 gold worth of items in his inventory, which I then sold back to him one at a time. Yeah, I think as long as you keep the intelligence potion loop under maybe 100, maybe even 200 intelligence, I don't think it's that game breaking. I think it's kind of working as intended, and you can make some powerful stuff that way. If you start going to 10,000 intelligence, yeah, you're breaking the fucking game. I've seen some restore health potions that are like 60,000 health a second for 28 hours. It's like, okay, cool. You're just literally immortal. You can spawn 10,000 Dagathurs around you and just stand there, and you'll never lose a single point of health. So I think when you get to some obscene numbers, it does start to get game breaking. I don't think a Fortify Intelligence potion of, say, 100 is game breaking. Yeah, 28 hours. So you have to decide, and I think every individual has to decide, how far do I want to go with some of these things before they're breaking the game, in my opinion. And again, everybody's going to have a different threshold for that. Some people just want to go as far as they can. I think we all have to keep in mind these are single-player games, right? It's not competitive, it's not multiplayer, there's no leaderboards. You can do whatever you want to do. I try to. One of the things we're doing in this Let's Play, for example, we're going into settings. I'm increasing the difficulty every time I level. So I'm increasing the difficulty to whatever level I am. That's a handicap, you know. I find that the game gets a little too easy if you play on the default. Especially, I obviously know Morrowind pretty well, and I know my way around the world and how to fight things. So every time I level, I knock it up a point. And at 35, it's starting to get pretty spicy. I'm really worried about like 50. When I hit level 50, I'm going to start getting one-shot by some Dremora Lords with like an Ebony Claymore or something. But yeah, I mean, if you want to handicap yourself or limit yourself to make the game play more challenging or feel more genuine, by all means. And again, that's a threshold that I think every individual has to set for themselves. So we're going to sell this 16,000 gold glass halberd. And again, I want all 16,000 gold. I do not want 5,000 gold for this. So I'm going to look for something that's worth, say, 12,000. These ebony maces are 12,000 apiece. And I'm going to trade them my halberd for this ebony mace. I'm going to get 4,000 gold in the process. And now I have to turn around and sell this ebony mace. Easily done. The ebony mace is worth 12,000 gold. He only has 5,000, but I can choose a 7,000 gold item. Like, say, this cuirass here. Offer. Boom. 5,000 gold. Now I can sell the cuirass. But again, he doesn't have quite enough money to give me the 7,000 gold for the cuirass. So I sell him the cuirass and then grab a pair of boots in here, which I know are worth 2,000 gold pretty much exactly. And now I can sell the boots. And I just got all 16,000 gold for that glass halberd. Right? This sounds obvious, but I can't tell you how many people don't do this. They just go, oh, hey, Creeper is awesome. You get 5,000 gold for things. So I'm going to get 5,000 gold for this 50,000 gold item. It's like, fuck no. Don't do that. Like, get all your money's worth. Trade him for other items that exceed the 5,000 gold that his inventory has. So this is a 10,000 gold short sword, so we're going to trade him for a helmet and a pair of boots. And this is going to give us exactly 5,000 gold, and it's going to give us 5,000 gold worth of merchandise, which we can sell right back to him. So if you're going to use Creeper, and he is a little unethical, you might as well just go all the way and, like, fucking really abuse Creeper. Make sure you're getting every drop of gold out of this little shit. Don't let him get away with anything. We can also probably sell some of these 6,000 amulets. I don't know how many of these Creeper would even want. Does he take them? He does. He does take them. And they're worth a lot of money. So we can sell them to him 2 at a time, I guess. Just get them out of my inventory, get them out of my carry weight, and just get gold. At the point of the game I'm at right now, I don't really need that much gold, to be honest. Enchanting is very expensive. You absolutely can. Absolutely. I'm trying not to do that either. I don't want to be level 72 within like an hour of starting the game, right? I think we're at hour 32 or so, 33 of this Let's Play, so we're pretty deep into the Let's Play now. But even still, I like to kind of level organically. I don't mind getting a strong start. I don't mind, like, say, getting my attributes up to 100 pretty quick. By around level 24 or 25, you can have all of your governing attributes 100, and then you don't have to worry about efficiently leveling. That's not a bad boost to give yourself early game. But I would not recommend training all your stuff to 100. You're kind of robbing yourself of the experience a little bit, I think, if you do that. Give yourself a little bit of a boost. Sure. But don't go too hard. Okay, let's give him these last 2 amulets, and then we're done with that. Sweet. So there you go. There's your alchemy tutorial, and a little bit of Creeper hijinks, if you so desire. We can actually sell him some of these potions too. He's got 1,000 gold left. Let's give him that drain luck we made. That restore speed we don't need. We don't need 3 common disease potions. Don't need Night Eye. Alright, we're good. I typically get everything to 100 without worrying too much about efficient leveling. It's pretty forgiving as long as you aren't always getting ×2. You're absolutely right. And I think people sometimes focus a little bit too much on the efficient leveling, almost to the detriment of the enjoyment of the game. I've spoken to a lot of players that just get so wrapped up in making sure they're getting 5x, 5x, 5x multipliers every time that they're doing things they don't enjoy. That they're stopping their immersion of the game to run and get their block up on some beach for 20 minutes blocking some mud crab because they want to make sure that they can get that speed or agility 5x for their next level, you know. It comes in time. Walking into a wall for 8 hours. Here's a funny funny thing. In Oblivion, and Morrowind is similar, to get your athletics from 10 to 100 requires 96 hours of running. It requires 71 hours of swimming. It is insane. So you could tape up your controller joystick, run into a wall, go to work, come home, and you would have only gained about 8 points of athletics. Like, that's how much. And of course, Bethesda was assuming that players would have about a 100, 150 hour playthrough. So they assumed that over time you would just get your athletics to 100. You would get that 96 hours of running in at some point, right? And they're right. But that's a lot of time to play the game to very slowly increase your athletics. But yeah, 96 hours of running, 72 hours of swimming. You would have to tape up your controller joystick underwater with like some kind of water breathing effect, and then leave your game running for 3 days and come back and have 100 athletics. Yeah, exactly, Mogo. So again, it depends on the player. It's a single player experience. You do what you want. But some people do get very wrapped up in efficient leveling. Perhaps a little too much. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I'm a metagamer too. I'm sweaty. I'm as sweaty as they get. I want to be as strong as I can possibly be also. I get it. I get the appeal. But you don't want to do it at the detriment of having fun, right? And I think Jhakri, or Orc Shaman here, is a nice little balance. I've chosen a really unusual character, and a female orc caster is not the way most people play the Elder Scrolls. So I took something that's already pretty handicapped right off the bat, and you know, I got everything to 100. I'm very slowly getting my skills up. I have more money than God. I have 375,000 gold. I could do some training if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I'm getting this stuff up over time. It's getting there. As we play the game, these things are increasing. Back when I was a teenager abusing Oblivion, I remember I used to make a new character crouch in the cell and get my sneak to 100 before doing the tutorial. And it was bored out of my mind, but I did it countless times. So you know what's funny? In Skyrim, I do the same thing. In Skyrim, I take, whoever I take at the beginning, either the Imperial or the Stormcloak, and you can sneak up behind him and you can hit him with a one hand for a critical, a sneak critical. And you can level your sneak and one hand both to 100 very easily in the tutorial of Skyrim. And I can't tell you how many times I've done that. Sitting there just blasting on some poor Nord, just sneak criticaling him over and over and over again. Yeah, so I think we're all guilty of that to some extent. Also for sneak, using like an illusion spell like Muffle and then just sneaking around a barracks while everyone's sleeping at night, really great way to level your sneak. But I think we've all done that when we were younger. I don't know how old everyone here is. I'm moving on 40 now. But when I was younger and I used to play these games, I did the same thing. I used to play on console, so I didn't have console commands and stuff. If you wanted to level things, you had to do it the old-fashioned way. 31. Oh, so you're probably a little too young for Morrowind. But you were definitely a kid for Oblivion. For sure.
Do you wish to do business?
I know, right? And I mean, sometimes I think about just opening up the console, and you got Morrowind at 10. Interesting. I was in my teens. I was almost done high school. Sometimes when I think about, like, hey, do I really want to sit here and block this mud crab for the next 40 minutes to level my block up, when I can just open the console and do player.advanced skill block 50, it makes me wonder. Should I, like, how much is my time worth to me, especially as an adult now with a lot of work. But still, I'm trying to do things as organically as possible. I've only used the console command a couple times in this run, and it's only to resurrect NPCs that were dead. So I'm trying not to cheat. Cheat, right. I'm still a baby. I'm 26. I just got my first PC 2 years ago because I saved up for a beast PC for a hot minute. Everything as a kid was on Xbox, and I min-maxed almost every character. Yep. So, Kronos, you're much younger than me, but that's what I did as well. I played on console, and I min-maxed everything. I remember running around town in Oblivion on my Xbox, just casting like a low-level alteration spell. You bring your hand up and bring it down, and bring your hand up and bring it down. It requires 34,000 successful restoration casts to raise your restoration to 100 in Oblivion. It requires 21,000 destruction casts. It requires 8,500 illusion casts, I believe, 8,500 alteration casts. So we're talking thousands of casts. If you hold the block button, your cast is a little bit faster. I don't know if you ever knew that. So as you're running around town spamming 8,000 casts of, rank 1 shield or something, make sure you're holding your block button. And I did all that. Yep. I did the jumping. You can kind of get yourself caught under some stairs in Oblivion sometimes. These aren't open, but some of the Oblivion stairs are open. You can get underneath them and you can jump, 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 and raise your acrobatics a little faster. Yep. Spam spells for hours. I did the same thing. Yeah, no, this is heavily modded. There's 196 mods on this Morrowind. They're mostly just graphical. I didn't change too much of the gameplay. I didn't want to change too much of the gameplay, frankly. I don't think there's a whole lot of the gameplay that I want to have changed. If I wanted to play, Skyrim, I'd be playing Skyrim right now. And we're going to get there eventually. But I mostly just updated the graphics. Like, look at the textures on these tapestries and stuff. It didn't look like this in 2002, that's for sure. And the faces are so much better. You remember how, faces in Morrowind used to be. Like, every single person you looked at was hideous. These faces are okay. The high elves are still a little janky. See, look at this Imperial guy.
Oh, friend.
He looks like he works at Subway, and he only gives me 5 triangles of cheese instead of 6 triangles of cheese. And when you try to tell him, hey, you missed a triangle of cheese, he looks at you just like this. So, very real. They definitely were. Female orc especially. I had to work pretty hard on this face that we have now. But yeah, these are the kind of things.
Oh, friend.
I don't know. Oblivion faces are fucking rough. Especially when you're talking about the little speechcraft minigame. But like, look at these soul gems. Look at these greater soul gems. They look fucking awesome, right? These skulls are like 4K resolution probably. This guy had excellent cheekbones. Goddamn. So, yeah, anyway. Mostly just graphical. Make the game look better. We gotta go to Ghost Gate. And I don't want to. I don't want to go back up there. This is gonna suck. I can't see shit in there.
To what do I owe?
Oh god, it's of course an ash storm too. So she said the northeast slopes of the mountain, so we're like coming up here, even. Ugh, this is gonna suck. Alright everybody, hold on to your butts. We're boots of blinding speeding. Remember to cast your 100% resistance to magic before you equip them so you don't actually get blinded. Boom. Let's get our levitate spell going here. I purposefully only did a 10-second levitate so that I have to cast it more often. It gets my alteration up. And let's fucking fly. No, the Elder Scrolls is dead at this point, guys. I think we can all say that Bethesda has not made a good game in 12 years and isn't going to anytime soon, especially now that Microsoft bought them. Fallout 4 was pretty shit compared to Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Fallout 76 was a fucking travesty. Go watch a documentary on it. And Starfield was one of the worst games I've ever played. I actually refunded it. Bethesda's dead. Bethesda will never make another great game again. And I think we just have to kind of accept that. It's not just Bethesda either. Blizzard, dead. Activision bought them, and now Microsoft has them too. And they will never make a great StarCraft or Warcraft or World of Warcraft expansion or anything ever again. Yeah, I mean, BioWare, dead. Ubisoft, dead. They've made nothing but shit for a while. We have to take a look at Rockstar. I know people don't want to talk about that, but Red Dead Redemption 2 was cool, but it lost some of the charm of the first one, and we have to see about this new Grand Theft Auto game. But no, Bethesda's dead. Most of the childhood kind of big developers that we grew to love, that we played all their games, they're all dead. Yeah. So anybody who's actually holding out hope for the Elder Scrolls 6 to be anything but absolute fucking dog shit is not paying attention. Like, you're just huffing copium if you think that it's going to be good. Now, that's not to say that the modding community can't potentially save it, but we said the same about Starfield, right? We're like, oh, it doesn't matter how bad Starfield is, the modders can save it. Well, they're not going to save it if the game itself is fucking horrible. Bethesda's gotten money hungry. That's not even it. It's not even being money hungry. It's that they're so far up their own ass that they forgot what made them popular in the first place. Todd Howard, especially, sniffs his own underwear so hard and just thinks all of his ideas are brilliant and genius and doesn't want to listen to anything that anyone has to say. I don't even think it's really money hungry. I think it's just arrogance. Like, their head is just so fucking big. They had so much success with some of their past games that now they think that they can do no wrong. The same writer that wrote Starfield is writing The Elder Scrolls 6. And that should worry you. I forget his name, but the lead of writing for Starfield is also the lead of writing for the next Bethesda game. And we've been trying to get this guy out of Bethesda for 10 years now. He's fucking dog shit at his job, but Todd Howard loves him, and Todd Howard loves himself. So I think really what killed Bethesda is that the talent is gone. Same with BioWare, same with Blizzard. I mean, these guys that made these incredible games in the late 90s, late 2000s, they're gone. They retired, they died. Yep, I agree with you. Todd Howard is Vivek. He rides his own dick. Todd Howard has become Vivek, which is actually hilarious. If you ask Todd Howard, he'd say he's Sothasil, which is a totally Vivek thing to think. Todd Howard is not Sothasil. He's fucking Vivek. No. Dagathor is principled. Dagathor is not deluded necessarily. Vivek is the one sniffing his own farts in Morrowind for sure, erecting an entire religion to worship him and writing all these sermons that everyone has to read and putting fucking statues of himself literally everywhere, making a city, naming it after his own fucking self, and then making it sound like he's levitating some rock above the city in his celestial power. No, Vivek is absolutely so far up his own fucking ass he can't breathe. Much closer to Todd Howard. I don't think it's money hungry. Some companies, yeah, that's what killed Blizzard, right? Capitalism killed Blizzard. CEO after CEO that was just, chasing the next quarterly profit, wanted to squeeze as much money out of their shareholders and out of microtransactions as they could. I believe it's capitalism that killed Blizzard, but it is not capitalism that killed Bethesda. It's arrogance. It's all their talent leaving, and Todd Howard thinking he's some super genius that can just carry the entire load himself, and he cannot. And it seems like not a whole lot of people in Bethesda can. So it's a sad story. But either way, they're all dead. All these gaming studios are dead. The real talent lies in the indies these days, and I think we've seen enough of that, right? These little indies games like Hades was incredible. Ori and the Blind Forest. What's that one that everybody was just playing? I forget the name of it. It was like a survival game that everyone loved. That new... I don't know the name of any of these games, but they're all indie games. What's the name of it? Was it called Valheim? Yeah, it was called Valheim. That little kind of survival game made by like 3 people in a fucking basement. Incredible game. People fucking loved Valheim. It sold like 7 million copies and blew away the whole genre. Made by like 2 dudes. Lost Epoch, right? The new isometric action RPG that came out in the same vein as like Path of Exile and Diablo. It was made by like 8 people. They did a great job. They had some issues with the launch because they have fucking 8 staff members. But yeah, it's really great. I think these indie devs are kind of the future, and we should support them when we can. The big studios are all pretty much dead now. I think FromSoft is one of the only ones I still have any faith in, right? Bandai Namco has still done a decent job. Alright, so we're on the northeastern corner here. Yeah, I mean, Palworld is a ripoff of Pokemon, for sure. They used AI to generate essentially their own Pokemon game. But what I find interesting about that, particularly about Nintendo being so pissed off about it, is that Pokemon players have been begging Nintendo to make a game like Palworld for 15 fucking years. And Nintendo, much like Todd Howard, thinks that they know best, and fuck our players. We know what our vision is. We know what we want to make. We don't care about your suggestions. We're not going to listen to you. I don't think there are many video game companies in the world that are as hostile to their player base as Nintendo is. Just look at the Super Smash Bros. Tournaments and how many hoops you have to jump through to even host one. So finally, someone came along and made the Pokemon game that Pokemon players have wanted to play for 15 years. They've been begging Nintendo, like, shut up and take my money. And Nintendo's just been refusing to. Eventually, someone was going to do it for them. Correct. It's the same game. Very rarely changed, graphically fucking dog shit. There's so much innovation that can happen in Pokemon, and Nintendo's not going to do it because they think they know what's best. So if Nintendo had made fucking Palworld, like actually as a Pokemon IP, they would have made billions of dollars. They would have made $2 or $3 billion on that game. And people have been asking them to make it forever, and they fucking refused to do so. So hey, this indie startup company says, hey, there's a huge demand for this. We can make it Pokemon adjacent. We can make it pretty much Pokemon, but we can AI generate everything so that it's not, you know, violating IP, and we'll give people what they want. They expected 50,000 players, and they got like 7 million players. Yeah, if Nintendo stopped hating their players, they could be enjoying the success that Power World's enjoying right now. Is that a hunger? Fuck me. Like my least favorite enemy to fight. They're so creepy. Oh, he's running at me. Okay. Okay, buddy. Listen. I'm gonna poison you. And you're gonna die. How about that? That was a nice shot. That was a nice shot. Target resisted the magic. Okay. That was a nice shot, too. Target resisted the magic again. Okay, that's most of my mana pool. All good. We don't need mana. We have Skull Crusher. Yeah, how'd that feel? Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Let's get down here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Good. Glad we got that out of the way. Where the fuck is this place? I mean, yeah, they were smart. Whoever made Power World knew that they couldn't completely rip off Pokemon, that they'd get sued into the fucking dirt, right? They knew that. I might just cheat and open the book, the handy dandy notebook, to find out where this place is, because I'm not finding it. And we've come a long way. Where is this place? Alright, cool. Not that one. This time, you're going into Daggett Ur's own tower, down into the crater itself, to retrieve the Crosier of St. Lawless. You know, I thought this fucking tower was Daggett Ur's tower. I'm going into Daggett Ur's tower. No, I mean, it's pretty worn. Like, you can see how abraded it is and everything like that. It's got big creases on it and stuff. I don't know how new this is. I have the Oblivion one, too, back on the bookshelf. But yeah, this is the quest, the something of that. And I'm just trying to see where this fucking place is. But I thought it was Dagathur's tower, and I was very concerned about that. Okay. Let's hit this, since we're not in game right now anyway. You can levitate down there most easily, but if you're not on foot, you'll be happy to learn this quest uses much the same route from the last one. Okay. Follow those instructions, but this time don't make the left turn after the ancestral tomb that took you to... Oh, wait. It's the wrong one. Oh yeah, okay. Wrong one. The Cleaver of St. Felms. Now you're right back in the thick of it. Getting from Ghost Gate to Ture Nalo is a real hassle. No shit, that's why I'm opening the book. Thank you, guys. The Fyoda that leads straight up the mountain becomes impossibly steep. The left-hand Fyoda goes to the Citadel and Dusel, and the one to the right goes back down the mountain. Where does this leave you? It leaves me looking at the fucking book to find out how to get there. The path back down the mountain is the correct path. Near the bottom of this Fyoda, you'll see the eastern slope is shallow enough for you to climb. Do so and head northeast until you find yourself in a third Fyoda filled with small boulders. Climb this one to the top. You may have to struggle a bit around the steep, smooth area, but it can be done. At the top, you'll see a citadel on the left. This is Odrasel. Cross the swinging bridge across the Fyoda you just climbed and follow this new path along the ghost fence. It's a long one. When you see the Salvel ancestral tomb on the right, start looking for a Fyoda on your left. What the fuck are these instructions? Like, Jesus fucking Christ, maybe we should just open the map. There are maps in here. That was spectacularly unhelpful. A Fyoda is a groove in the earth normally carved out by, like, glacier activity, right? So a Fyoda is almost like a like a like a bowl sort of shape carved through mountains as the glacier passed through. It's with a Y and a D. Fyoyoda, Fyoda. It's not a commonly used word. Margon locations. That's close. I think it's the next page, though. Daggett Ur locations. That's it. Okay. We know where Kogarun is, because we were just at it. 15. Found it. Wow, we were way off. So it is directly southeast of the last place we were at, which was here, Kogarun. So it's southeast. It's probably like right here, just northwest of us. Maybe. I dropped my bookmark. What's 11? Daggett Ur Citadel. So it's just northeast from Daggett Ur Citadel. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna actually go straight south and see if we can find it that way. How is this freaking impossible to find? Alright, straight south, levitate. No, wrong button. Up we go. If we can find Daggett Ur Citadel, we can also find this place. It doesn't help that, like, the weather is fucking insane. What is this? Oh, hey, there it is. We found it. This is it. Oh, shit, sorry. You're right. We found it. Hey, we leveled. Got a point of light armor. Thanks for the heads up. I probably would have played the next 10 minutes with my camera off. Okay. Kagranock's Library. I think we come here during the main quest too, with Keening and Sunder, if I remember. This place is gonna suck, dude. Nintendo banning the Smash tournament was out of concern for piracy. Essentially, it would use a modded version of the game to add internet-connected multiplayer. This means you need a ROM and an emulator. Nintendo was concerned about how people would acquire that ROM. Nintendo has been historically shitty about branded tournaments, not just Smash Brothers. They're one of the worst companies to try to get a tournament going for. Even like on the Evo stage, it's extremely hard to get Nintendo to agree to license their game. A lot of games, like say Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, you know, NetherRealm, they're happy to have their games played at Evo. They don't charge anything. They say, absolutely, this is awesome fucking publicity and advertising for us. People might watch, you know, Soul Calibur on the Evo stage and go, I'm gonna go out and buy that, right? But Nintendo says, no, fuck you. We are not going to allow you to play any Nintendo games on the Evo stage unless you pay us like $4 million. And Evo goes, oh, okay. So then Evo has to make the decision, is this going to bring in enough viewership to validate the licensing fee that Nintendo is fucking charging us? No one else is doing that. No one else. Everyone else even pays for their own community tournaments. NetherRealm is famous for putting down $10,000 here, $20,000 there for community-run tournament prize pools and stuff. Street Fighter pays Spooky and stuff to do commentary and to run community-hosted tournaments. They're all about it because they're smart enough to know this is free fucking advertising for our game. People sitting at home watching Twitch, seeing some of the best players in the world compete, is the best advertisement you're going to get for one of these games. Nintendo is sitting over there like, I'm giving you nothing. You're going to pay me millions of dollars if you want to show my game anywhere. They're like Disney of fighting games. They relentlessly go after people about their IP. Yeah, well, Nintendo should have realized that 20 fucking years ago, and they might be in a better spot than they are today, you know? But yeah, no, they're ruthless. Nintendo is by far the worst company to deal with any kind of licensing or branding. Absolutely fucking ruthless. And it hasn't bought them much community goodwill, that's for damn sure. Oh, okay. Wow. Second I come in here. This guy's got a lot of health. Is this a Daggeth? Ash Ghoul. Just a really fucking tough Ash Ghoul. The bouncer of this bar means business. Alright, Moga, go grab your whiskey. You're gonna need it for this fucking place. The Eye of Thom Y. I don't even know what that is. The Eye of Dugan. Okay, cool. Oh my god, is that an Ascended Sleeper already? Drink a White Claw like a real man. Yeah, have one of those Mike's Hard Raspberry Lemonades like a real man. Like a real 19-year-old white woman. I don't gatekeep alcoholic beverages. You guys can drink whatever the fuck you want. I am currently drinking a Coca-Cola, no sugar, no caffeine, so I can't talk at all. I actually need another drink. This episode's gone 2 hours and 11 minutes. Normally I try to keep these like 1 hour, but it's taken me forever to find anything in this episode. Boom. Gotcha. Right in the face. Please don't blight me, Daddy. Oh yeah. He's coming to blight me. Whiskey and twisted tea. Oh shit. Since when do you have poison attacks, bro? Maybe I should just start lightning bolting him back. How much mana do you have? Ah, shit. We're going in. Critical hit. Nice. We crit him on his face. Daggeth Molos. So that was a Daggeth. That's why he had poison attacks. Do we still have the Boots of Blinding Speed on? We do. That's why it's so difficult. Half my buddies roast me every chance they get for twisted teas, while the other half loves it. Dude, anybody who's gatekeeping your alcoholic beverages is sort of an asshole. And honestly, I feel a little insecure. Like, you have to be insecure to look at what another dude is drinking and going, ew, what are you, gay? Like, what the fuck? It's a drink. It's not a dick. I'm not sucking a dick. I'm drinking a Long Island iced tea, okay? Like, who fucking cares? I like creamy drinks personally. I like White Russians. I like you know, I like Kahlua in coffee and things like that, right? That's my favorite. I like a hot chocolate with a bunch of Bailey's Irish cream in it, or a coffee with a bunch of Kahlua Especial in it, or some kind of frothy kind of drink. I love those. That's my preferred way to drink alcohol. I don't do straight liquor. I've never liked it, and I have acid reflux because I'm getting older, and it fucking kills me when I drink something like bourbon. That ain't it, you know? But hey, man, anybody can drink whatever they want. Also, I don't drink much alcohol these days, and I'm often like designated driver, or when I go out, I'm the guy who will get like a fucking Coke instead of getting a drink. And I've gotten a lot of shit in my life too for not drinking, which is wild to me. It's like, yeah, I don't feel like getting fucking hammered tonight. Not only are drinks expensive these days, but I don't generally like being drunk. I don't mind being tipsy, but I'm not out there to get shit-faced. And half the time I go out for like a social outing, I don't drink at all. And you wouldn't believe how many comments I get about that too. Oh shit. That's a big boy. Why don't we go ahead and yeah. Yep. That's a Daggeth looking motherfucker in there. Shut up and poison myself, yeah. No, I'm not into that, to be honest. Look at this guy. Who the fuck is this dude? He's got like an 8-pack. He's got the Daggeth helmet going on. He's got the claws. This is like a legit Ash vampire here. We're gonna have to save this shit. The whiskey I've got has a name clearly inspired by Morrowind. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it. Bunahabahane. Yeah. No shit. Some of these Daedric shrines, man, I can't say this shit. That's definitely a Sheogorath shrine, for sure. You got that Sheogorath whiskey going on there. I actually have an almond liqueur named Gazio. that I like a lot, that I would recommend to you guys. Like, you know, like an amaretto or something along those lines. It's just a little bit nicer of a brand. It's like real Italian. It's got the fucking wax stamp on it and stuff. If you're into the almond liqueurs, it's good. Very smooth. You pour it over some ice and it's delicious. But again, I get heartburn and shit because I'm old now. Alright, what are we gonna do with this motherfucker? Do we just hit him with our ring? With that insane ring we made? Spirit Bite? Do we just bum rush this guy? And Spirit Bite him? Oh, wow. He talks. Daggeth Turinol. Oh, so this is the guy whom house this is named after. No, I'm sorry. No flowery speeches, no subtle tricks, no formal boasts or challenges. Fight or leave, but don't expect me to pass the time of day with you. Wow. So he doesn't even attack, really. Which is cool, because we get to check out his model. Look at those claws. God damn, dude. Like, cut your nails. I love the beard and stuff, so yeah. What a badass. And he's got a full library here. Dude's well read. Oh, he's got Galarathri's papers. That's actually really important. He's friendly. I mean, I wouldn't call him friendly, but he's not automatically attacking us. Ooh, they have the pig children. We're taking that. Is it okay if I just rifle through your library? Thanks, cool. The True Noble's Code. Sariani's Sermons. He's got a copy of it. I needed that earlier. The House of Troubles. Homilies of Blessed Almexia. Yeah, we'll take that one too. Just passive until you attack him. Vivek and Mafala. Oh my god. Bet it's written by Vivek, and it talks non-stop about his giant cock. I really like the taste of absinthe, which no one seems to like. No, absinthe tastes like shit. Wormwood tastes bad. It's like black licorice that was like eaten by somebody, chewed up, and then vomited back out. Ugh. I watched that, what's that stupid comedy with Mark Wahlberg and the talking bear? Ted? Is that the name of that movie? The first time I ever watched that movie, I was with my buddy who whipped out a bottle of green absinthe. And we sat there and we drank the whole bottle of absinthe, just sitting there. And that was the funniest fucking movie I've ever seen. Not because it's a funny movie, but because I was tripping balls on half a pint of absinthe when I watched it. And now whenever I think of absinthe, I think of that stupid movie. It's in my head now. Darkest Darkness, Doors of the Spirit. Yeah, we'll take that one too. I don't think we have that one. Nice, nice. You got quite the collection here, bro. Hey, that's a block skill book. Oh, he's got the Anumidium plans. We're taking that too. Thank you. That's Oh, we got glass greaves. Those are hard to find. I had to steal mine from the Fighters Guild. Yeah, no, we got pretty fucking hammered. Oh, hey, an athletics skill book. Damn, dude. And a blunt weapon skill book. I'm just learning so much shit here. I'm gonna take your greaves too. The changed ones, we can grab that. I don't care about the brief history of the Empire. Ooh, Bone Part 2, medium armor skill book. Very cool. Alright, alright, alright. What do we got here? No. Parchment with scrawlings. Already read that. What's in your desk, bro? We're just robbing this guy blind right in front of him. Love it. Oh, Kagranok's plan book. We need that. I think that's a way to do the backdoor main quest too. Okay, let's blast him with our ring. See if it works. Spirit Bite. Also, our difficulty level is pretty high right now, so I'm gonna save again, just in case this guy like fucking turns around and one-shots me. Can we get the critical strike on him maybe? No, that's dishonorable. Let's fucking do it right to his face. Right in his face. Boom. Target resisted magic. Not the way I wanted to start that. We're gonna go ahead and poison flask him, and then probably renew ourselves. We're gonna run. We're gonna run, actually. We're gonna run. He's gonna die to the dots. He did. Oh man, that ring is so fucking nasty. No, in well, it's illegal to sell, I think, in the United States. This was bought in Europe, and then I think you brought it home. But yeah, no, absinthe has wormwood in it, which is a hallucinogen. It'll get you straight up fucked up. It's not just alcohol. There's a lot of shit in there. This ring does 250 points of damage, so he resisted the paralysis, but he took the damage, and then right into a poison flask, and he didn't survive it. He's got the Amulet of Heartthrum, 20,000 gold, cast when used, Fortify Magicka, Spell Absorption, and Lightning Shield. He should have probably cast that. We also got his key. Okay, we killed him. But this is not what we were looking for. We did not come here for him. The Bladder of Clovis. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright. Fuck it. Oh shit, Ascended Sleeper right away. It's a Daggett too, because he's shooting poison. Okay, we poisoned him. Oh, thank God for the line of sight here. Missed me. Missed me again. Well, that poison wrecks you. In the face. Daggett Fandral. Man, we're taking these guys to school. Oh, is it more glass? Is it more glass greaves, in fact? Wow, they're just mocking me now. Alright, the Cleaver of St. Phelms. That's what we came here for. Cast when strikes. Feather. Drain Magicka. Cool. We'll take that. We'll take the glass. Expensive ring, don't care. You got fucked up, bro. You shouldn't have come here. Looking like that. Look what you're wearing. What did you expect? Coming into this place. So we can also go up into the eyeballs. The Eye of Thom Way. I don't know what this is. Whatever mod you have that brightens these areas is a must-have. So, yeah, we actually named it after our buddy here. It's this ring, not this ring. It's this ring, the Mogodon band. For our buddy Mogodon here in the chat. It was too dark on stream. So on my screen, it's not that dark at all, but for some reason with the compression, when it goes onto Twitch, it darkens everything. The gamma gets lowered. And so for me, I was seeing okay, but the stream was like way too fucking dark. Viewers couldn't see anything. So I made a constant effect Night Eye ring. 14 points of Night Eye, heals me 2 to 3 points of health a second, and gives me this bound shield, which weighs nothing, which is awesome. And I named it after our buddy Mogo here. So it's actually not a mod, it's an in-game item I made. So my Twitch viewers could actually see what the fuck is going on. that's what it is. If I take it off, I can show you here. So this is with it on. This is a pretty bright area though. Then if we take it off... Oh no. Oh no. We just crashed to desktop. Now we did save before we fought that dude. So I think we're actually good. But when I tried to take the ring off, it fucking... Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Wow. Yeah, no, I can't unequip it. Which is interesting. It's probably some kind of interaction with the shield. Maybe I had the shield in some kind of actual movement, so when I took the ring off and it disappeared, it crashed me. I'm guessing it's some kind of interaction with the bound shield. All right, let's run this back. So my number one tip for Morrowind, number one, most important tip that I could possibly give people for this game: save early, save often. Now this is actually my first crash to desktop in this Let's Play. I have 196 mods on my load order, but it's been shockingly stable. That being said, the game is a glitchy mess, and you'll be surprised how often you end up having to reload a save because something just gets completely fucked up. You get stuck in a wall, or an enemy is on the other side of a door that you can't get through, or something along those lines, right? So make sure that you're saving often. But yeah, that's my first crash to desktop. Now I wonder though if I can ever take that ring off. I need that. I need a mod that auto-saves every 10 minutes. Yeah, I've been trying to split the saves up a little bit. Okay, so using the ring and then poison flasking him and then running worked last time, so let's try that again. Boom. Target resisted the magic, as he did last time. He resisted the paralysis, but he took the health damage, I believe. We'll poison flask him. And then we'll fucking run. Close the door. Hide here, like a man that drinks White Claw. And he's dead. We're gonna take all his stuff, go back downstairs. We're gonna kill the Ascended Sleeper down here. Okay, I'd like to hit him with a Spirit Knife too, if I can. Oh jeez, that was close. He almost hit me with that. Ooh, he did hit me with that. I reflected it. Ha! He hit me with that one too. Get the fuck out of here. Ow! That fight didn't go as smoothly as the last one. Yeah, Poison Flask is my favorite spell that I've made so far for my Orc Shaman. Not only do I think it's very roleplay genuine, right, because a female Orc Shaman would have poison, that's their specialty, but it just tears through 20 to 25 points a second for 10 seconds. Nasty. And another thing that's really cool about poison is that it doesn't count under magic resistance. So if you look here, like as an orc, right, I have 25% resistance to magic. Here's a resistance to frost, shock, because we have Denstagmer's Ring. Right here, Denstagmer's Ring, fire, frost, shock. When you talk about magic resistance, there's two things that don't count for it. Poison damage and damage health. Yeah, poison is just, and that's one of the reasons why. It's actually true in Skyrim as well. Poison doesn't count for some of these things, so that's why the Spirit Bite Ring is so strong, because it's damage health 40 to 50 points a second for 5 seconds. It's not frost damage, it's not fire damage, it's not shock damage. It's a direct damage to their health, and there is no resistance for that in the game, as far as I know. Damage health is just straight up, you're just eating it, right? Whereas like Nords, for example, are pretty much immune to frost damage. Dark Elves are pretty much immune to fire damage. Orcs have a flat 25% magic resistance. And then Bretons, too, I believe, have like a 50% magic absorption. So when you start adding all these things together, it can be really hard to damage people with spells. But poison fucks people up. And as an Orc Shaman, who in the lore make potent poisons, this Poison Flask spell is just super fun. So I love throwing this out as if I'm taking a flask of a poison that I brewed myself and I'm just dousing the enemy in like an acid or something and they're just melting away. Really cool. And yeah, it fucks pretty hard. It does suck when it gets reflected. And I've had that happen to me a few times. Golden Saints, for example, they reflect about 25% of the casts on them. And I've had this shoved right back in my face and that feels real bad. But other than that, it goes pretty well. Let's take this. Take this. Take this. Take his money. He's not going to need it. Go back upstairs. Save when we get here. And then if you want, we can try to take this ring off and see what happens. The goggles, they do nothing. Alright, let's see. Here's my hands out. Here's my hands down. Let me see if I can unequip the shield. Because I'm thinking that's the interaction. But anyway, this is what it looks like with the ring on. And let's see what happens. There it is. Ring off. I mean, that is substantially darker. Substantially. The ring is a big deal. I could probably make a more powerful one even, but this seems sufficient. Go ahead and put the ring back on, and hopefully we don't crash. Boom. Like half as bright. Hey! Now everybody can see everything. And I get a disgusting shield, and I get 2 to 3 health a second as healing. So very, very cool ring, named after our buddy Mogadan here. Probably should have called it the Whiskey Band instead, but I'll name it after you, my friend. Alright, let's see what's up here. Oh, of course. That dude that wants to eat my butthole is up here. Get blocked, kid. Get blocked again. Okay. Dagoth Galmus keys. Now I have several keys. Oh, hey. It's a bunch of dwarven gear. Shitty potion. Scrap metal. Diamond. I was hoping there'd be some diamonds in here. Ruby. Nice. Ruby again. Oh yeah. Emerald. Nice. Let's go open to the other one. See what we got. That is a nasty ring. It is a very nasty ring. Yeah. Oh, you fell. And his name is Daggett Falls, which I think is appropriate. Because the first time I hit him, he fell and died. Appropriately named. We'll take the Daggett Falls key. We got black lichen, corpus meat, rat meat. I don't know, bro. Nice chest, though. Oh, hey. Let's take all this for a little Dwemer area in the house. See if we can get some more gemstones. Oh, yeah. Love me some gemstones. And then let's get the fuck out of here. I really don't like being in the Ghost Gate area, like in Red Mountain. I don't mind it late game at the end of the main quest because I have all the things I need. I'm immune to blight, for example, at that point. Spoiler alert. But early on, I don't like it. Short blade skill, nice. I got a ton of skill books in here. Look at all this. I robbed his library blind, and he let me do it. Alright, let's recall out. Nice. We'll stop back at my player house real quick to drop some things off. And then we can go turn this back in. And it looks like the next quest goes to Daggett Ur's tower himself. Blight is the fucking worst. And here's an interesting thing. I don't know if this is a tip, it's just a casual observation. I tried to make a spell to cure Blight. I put the R in front of it for restoration so it's nice and alphabetized. It costs 250 fucking mana to cast, and I have a 0% chance to cast it with a restoration skill of 71. Cool. However, if I buy the stock Cure Blight spell, Vivek's Tears, it costs me 100 mana, and I have an 82% chance to cast it. So, Todd Howard all over again. If I have this spell that's called Vivek's Tears, totally fine to cast. If I make my own called Cure Blight, can't cast it. Like, fucking impossible. Too expensive, it requires like 1,000 restoration skill. I don't know why that's the case. But I did try to make my own version of this, and the game told me to go fuck myself. I can only cure myself with Vivek's Tears. Oh, kill me. So much Vivek dick riding. It's insane. Where's that cup? There it is. Nice. Dig it. Put that other cylinder right here. Next to its buddy. Nice. We did it. Looks good. Yeah, this is my little dwarven area. I actually have more blueprints, don't I? I guess I could just put them on the ground. I just stole them from Daggett Fuckface. Oh, they're clipping a little bit. Okay, maybe I can put them on the chair. I don't know. Also clips on the chair. Weird that it clips on both. Maybe if I put it on this table under the books, we'll be good. Where'd it go again? Did I lose it? There it is. Actually, it looks okay there. It's not clipping. Making your own spells. Yeah, no, spell making was broken, for sure. There's no doubt about that, but it was very fun. And frankly, the game was kind of broken, so spell making actually fixed some things that were wrong with the game. I also miss spell making, but I mean, honestly, you can go a little bit deeper than that and say I miss the RPG elements of the Elder Scrolls. Skyrim is barely an RPG. I've been saying that for years. It's really true. Skyrim takes away almost every RPG element of Daggerfall, Morrowind, and Oblivion. And don't get me wrong, Daggerfall had the most RPG elements. Morrowind lost a little bit of that. Oblivion lost a little bit more of it. And then Skyrim lost like all of it. I wouldn't be surprised if the next Elder Scrolls game is just a hack and slash. It's fucking Dynasty Warriors. There's no stats at all. That's where we're headed, right? I agree with you. Fallout 4 has some RPG elements in it. It's not terrible. I think it's more than Skyrim has. But yeah, Skyrim is an action RPG, capital action, lowercase RPG. It's sad. It's sad. Okay, let's put away some of our ingredients here. We got a lot of hearts. Ghoul hearts. Got a lot of ash salts. Nice. Let's put away some of those books we grabbed. Which is a fucking lot of them. Now who has the library? That Kagnarok's plan book might end up becoming important later on. I have a feeling that that book has quest involvement. Well, who's going to side with the Empire, right? Unless you're using some kind of mod in Skyrim that has an alternative start, which a lot of people do. But if you're using the base start in Skyrim, who the fuck is siding with the Empire? You were just grabbed from the border with no explanation. They won't listen to anything you have to say. They won't read any of your paperwork. They drag you into a public execution with a horse thief and the fucking Jarl, and they're about to chop your goddamn head off. If Alduin hadn't shown up, you'd be dead. You'd be unjustly executed by the Empire for doing literally nothing wrong. Just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And then they expect players to walk out of that and go, I'm pretty pro-Empire. I like them. We're not even on the list, exactly! Like, we're not even on the fucking list! They have no charges, they have no proof. We just happen to be around the area that they were arresting other people. We're not on the execution list. They will listen to nothing we're saying. And they're just like, well, I'll just fucking cut his head off too. I have brunch at noon, gotta get out of here. It's been a long morning, my wife's waiting for me. Like, fuck those guys. No, don't get me wrong, the Empire probably has a better claim to Skyrim than the Stormcloaks do in a lot of ways, and you can really dig into the politics of the occupation and who's right and who's wrong there. But just right right off the bat, who's going to join the Empire after that display? It just seems stupid to me. I think it's one of the bigger writing mistakes. Exactly, I think it's one of the bigger writing mistakes of Skyrim. Because I actually think the debate about the Empire and the Stormcloaks is a really interesting, nuanced debate. There's a lot to be said for both sides, sort of like the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that we have right now, right? There's not really a good guy in this conflict. There's two bad guys with varying degrees of shit associated with them, and it's complex and nuanced. And I think the overall writing of the Imperial versus Stormcloak sort of rebellion is very interesting. I think it's one of Skyrim's strongest points. And so they start you off getting fucking unjustly executed by the Empire. It needed an alternative start, right? I think it needed something like that. In fact, they could have had the exact same start, but instead, when they say, Captain, he's not on the list, have the captain go, okay, well, we'll need to investigate this, bring him to a holding cell. And then Alduin fucking lands and fucks everything up, right? That simple change, I think, would have made it much more interesting, the distinction between choosing the Empire or the Stormcloak Rebellion. But they are literally dragging your ass to the chopping block and about to execute you when Alduin saves your ass. And under those circumstances, who the fuck is going to choose the Empire? No one in the right mind is going to choose the Empire. And then over the course of the main quest, you learn a little bit more about the Thalmor and the Aldmeri Dominion and how fucking awful they are, too. And there's even less reason to want to choose the Empire. Yeah, I don't mind the prisoner start. On one hand, it's kind of iconic, and on the other hand, it allows you to build quite a bit of a backstory for yourself, right? It's a bit of a tabula rasa, a blank slate on your character. You can justify however you want why you're in that prison cell, even if you're completely innocent and just happen to be arrested under false charges. But not if they're about to, literally, they're inches away, they're a dick hair away from cutting your head off. Skyrim's problems start right at the very beginning, right? Right at the beginning of the game, the narratives are a problem. So I think I only ever sided with the Empire once, and it was on a game where I was doing an alternative start. And that's the only way it made sense to me. Alright, let's put some of these keys away. We have a lot of really questionable fucking keys now. We have keys to vampire layers, we have keys to 6th house bases. We have a whole fucking shrine over here. If somebody comes in, we have a lot of fucking explaining to do. Let's see if we can repair ourselves a bit. Good enough. We'll take that. We haven't quite leveled yet, right? Oh, we have leveled. Well, we can sleep in our own bed, I suppose. And if the Dark Brotherhood comes for us, fuck them. They did not. Luck, 51. And that, with level 37, means I have to turn the difficulty level up twice. Boop, boop. Oh man. This is about to get saucy, guys. I really enjoyed Skyrim, but especially the factions turned me away pretty good, especially compared to Oblivion and Morrowind. Ah, man. It's just, it's so sad. The College of Winterhold had such opportunity, right, to be a really cool Mages Guild faction. And frankly, the Companions, I think, had some decent opportunity to be a cool sort of Fighters Guild faction. I think the Thieves Guild was done okay in Skyrim, and the Dark Brotherhood, I think, was done alright. It's better than the Morag Tong here in Skyrim, I think. But it's just missed opportunities. Left, right, and center. Missed opportunities. It wasn't terrible, it just wasn't as good as it could have been. And the main quest was a mess, of course. What a mess. Skyrim's a mess. I'm watch and listen. Hello, Fobs. Welcome aboard. Dude, the College of Winterhold could have been so cool. Imagine going to actual classes. Speak, Outlander. I will listen. Yeah, speak, Outlander. The Ordinators call me the worst things. Filthy Anwar. But yeah, the College of Winterhold, imagine like each one of the main professors for Alteration, Illusion, Conjuration, Destruction. Imagine that they had themed quest lines, each one of them. Kind of like how we're doing the Tribunal Temple and the Imperial Cult and the Imperial Legion. You go to the Illusion Master and he has a bunch of cool illusion style quests for you, and you go to the Destruction Magic and he's got destruction quests for you. It'd be so cool. It could have been so much better. It could have felt like a college. Alright, we have to, do we have to go all the way back? We do. We have to make our way all the way back to the Ghost Gate. We should put the Boots of Blinding Speed. Oh, of course. Of course it's an ash storm. Why wouldn't it be? It's Tuesday. That's the ash storm time of day. Let's go ahead and Boots of Blinding Speed. Cast that up. Slap our boots on. And get running. You go to the Restoration Master and they give you an ear beating on how it's a valid school of magic. Like, she is so insecure, right? The first time you talk to her, it's like, Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic. It's like, no one said it wasn't, lady. Like, fucking chill. I wasn't over here talking shit about Restoration. It's probably one of the most important schools of magic, actually. I know in a game like Skyrim, where the offensive spellcasting seems a little bit more important, but in any real-life application, Restoration would be the strongest form of magic, right? Curing disease and extending life, curing cancer, things like that. Restoration would be the sickest school of magic of all of them to actually have in real life. But no, she's like super insecure right off the bat. Wild. Also, I think an interesting dynamic that the College of Winterhold missed is that magic is really distrusted in Skyrim. The Nords they're warriors. It's a warrior culture, right? They're all about strength and bravery and honor, and they find magic dishonorable. You wear robes and you fight from a distance and you fuck with people's minds, right? They find all of that deeply dishonorable. Schools like Conjuration are loathed in Skyrim. They hate necromancy and anything associated with the Daedra. And a school like Illusion would be contemptuous. They wouldn't want anything to do with frenzy or hysteria or calm, anything that manipulates the minds of others. Magic is anathema in Skyrim. This is a culture that has deeply ingrained prejudices against the practice of magic. And I don't feel like that was Yeah, exactly. I don't feel like that was investigated enough over the course of the College of Winterhold, personally. Interesting that almost the entire college had non-Nord races there. There was only a couple Nord spellcasters in the whole college. Um, and I think that would have been an interesting line to really investigate that, another drop ball. Morag Tong or Dark Brotherhood? Very interesting question. The thing I like about the Morag Tong is that it's legal. 100% legal. In Morrowind, the Morag Tong is a government institution. It's part of the government. It's a government apparatus. You essentially go to the Morag Tong, you go to the guards, and you say, I need a writ of execution. And they say, why? And you say, this dude fucked my wife. And they go, okay, here you go. And you get a writ, you get a legal document that says you have the right to hire an assassin to murder this person. It's not an extrajudicial killing. It's a killing that operates within the social and governmental and legal fabric of Vardenfell, and I think that's fascinating. I can't think of another game that has something similar to the Morag Tong. On top of the fact that on top of the fact that I really like the atmosphere and I like the armor and all that, it kind of has an Asian vibe. It's pretty cool. But I just love that it's sanctioned killing. It is not extrajudicial at all, and that's a super interesting narrative thread that we don't really get in Oblivion, right? The Dark Brotherhood is almost spiritual, right? They have a Night Mother, they have this demigod that talks to them, that they worship. The entire Night Mother ritual, Night Mother, come unto me, whatever, spill the blood of the innocent and the pure, or something like that. I don't remember what the Night Mother chant is, but it's all ritualistic. It's about sacrifice. It's about dark magic and dark gods and blood and just kind of evil doing. And don't get me wrong, that's cool. It's edgy. It's I'm 14 and this is deep kind of territory, whatever. I don't have anything against the Dark Brotherhood. But the Morag Tong is so much more interesting to me. Yeah, right. You're the listener. You're listening to a corpse telling you to murder people. Right? Like, so, don't get me wrong. I like the Dark Brotherhood. I'm down with it. I think it's really cool. But the Morag Tong I find much more fascinating. I think the narrative structure of the Morag Tong and the storytelling you can do within the Morag Tong is way cooler. And I think, honestly, fucking terrifying. The fact that you have this entire guild of highly trained elite assassins that carry out executions in the name of the government. Like, you can be sitting there at Wendy's having a fucking coffee, and this John Wick looking fucking dude comes in, whips a magnum out of his pocket, paints your brains all across the back of the booth. He slaps like $5 grand in cash down on the counter for Wendy's to clean the mess up, and fucking walks out. And, like, the cops can't do anything about it because the entire thing is 100% legal. That's terrifying to me. Right? I love it. I love the whole aspect of the Morag Tong. So that's my choice. If I had to choose between the two, I think the Morag Tong is way more compelling. I think it's a way more interesting faction. The Dark Brotherhood isn't that interesting. If anything, it's tropish, right? There's things like the Dark Brotherhood in almost every fucking RPG series. There's shadowy assassin guilds that operate outside the law. Cutthroats for hire. Yeah, the Dark Brotherhood doesn't interest me. It's cool, but it's whatever. The Morag Tong, that's fucking fascinating. That is interesting. That is something I want to talk about. Those are quests I want to do. That's an organization I want to learn more about. And the Morag Tong has an extremely strict code of honor too, because for that reason, they're not cutthroats, right? I mean, I guess you could call them assassins, but they almost don't feel like assassins. Right. They're a very strict organizational structure that need to follow rules very closely. And I love that. I think that's fucking awesome. I think the Morag Tong is fantastic. I think it's fascinating. Love it. Absolutely love it.
I'm very happy
The
to
Dark
make your
Brotherhood wish they were as
acquaintance.
fucking cool as the Morag Tong is. Is that truly the Cleaver of St. Felms, the Bold? Will you return it to the care of the temple? I will, but listen, lady, you don't know what I had to go through to get this fucking cleaver. Good, I assure you, I will be most careful with it. Wonder if we end up getting that back. Maybe I should have kept it, I don't know. And the houses would agree, and it would be a writ, a sanctioned assassination. Right, exactly. I think that's super cool. Now, I don't know enough about the Morag Tong on lore level to know what counts. I mean, I'm sure you just not liking your noisy neighbor probably wouldn't get you a writ of execution. I presume that somebody has to violate you in some way that breaks a law that is punishable by death in order for a writ to be written. Hence the word writ. It's probably got to be a pretty severe crime in order to get the writ of execution. And I think there's one quest in the Morag Tong in Morrowind, but I'm remembering back 20 fucking years, where you get the impression that it's not really that official of a writ. And that's very interesting too, because then you almost find yourself in a bit of a moral quandary as an assassin. And I think having a moral quandary as an assassin is a very interesting narrative arc. So what if you get handed a writ that you don't think is, I wouldn't even say legitimate, but maybe some coin passed hands and some judge says, yeah, here's your writ. And what was the crime? Stealing a sweet roll or something? Would you go through with that? If you do, you're fucking psychopath. And you might think that all the Morag Tong are psychopaths, but I don't get that impression. I feel like they're professionals. They're doing a job, like a repo agent, you know? So very, very cool. Morag Tong is super cool. I love the whole line of thinking. And it's a shame that we lost it in Oblivion and Morrowind. At least the Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion was extremely well done. I actually think it was some of the best writing in all of Oblivion. The Dark Brotherhood questline were fantastic.
Here not long ago.
Now I'm half his armor, Oblivion. I mean, a Morag Tong is kind of like a repo, man, right? You're doing something that you think sounds illegal, but it's actually totally legal. You're going to somebody's house, breaking their shit up, stealing it because they owe money. But if the cops pull you over, you got all your paperwork, right? You essentially say, hey, I'm not stealing this car, I'm repossessing it. Exactly. I totally agree with you, Doug. I think the Morag Tong is one of the coolest parts of Morrowind. I don't think it gets enough credit. I don't think people talk about it enough. The Morag Tong is fucking terrifying. And also super cool. It's sexy, it's provocative. The Morag Tong is fucking awesome. It's one of Morrowind's, I think, strongest elements. And of course we completely lose it in every subsequent game, because Bethesda hates us. But at least, like I said, in Oblivion the Dark Brotherhood was well done.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
Good question, though. Long answer, sorry. Advancement. The depth of my devotion. Lady, I just went into Red Mountain. Is it in ESO? I don't know. I did play The Elder Scrolls Online when it first came out, for like 2 weeks, but I didn't play any of the expansions and I haven't touched it since. So I'm not sure. Maybe it is. You have found all the temple relics I know of save one. Bring me the crosier of St. Lothis. Yeah, this is in Dagoth Ur's tower, sweetheart. The former captain of the Buoyant Armigers, Varus Bethramo, fought against the terrible creatures of Dagoth Ur, but was slain while protecting those under his command as they retreated. He carried the crosier of St. Lothis, a holy artifact which is now in the hands of our enemies. You may wait until you are stronger to take this last quest, but I ask you to go to the depths of Red Mountain and retrieve it. No, I have not actually retrieved it. I am disappointed, but if you do not believe that you can retrieve it, I will not force you to try. Lady, this thing's under Dagoth Ur's nose. Yeah, ZeniMax did a great job. They released a subpar product and then they spent years improving it. I think ZeniMax deserves some credit for the work they've done in ESO. They've somehow managed to not only keep it alive, but I think make it better over time, even though I haven't technically played it myself. I have friends that are very into ESO, and they think it's great. The game just seems to keep getting better under ZeniMax's direction, so well done to them. You can tell that Bethesda didn't really have a whole lot of influence over it. Sad. Alright, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. I will be right back. We'll pop it over here. What the hell just happened? Is that... What is that? Did it just reload an old game? It did. It reloaded... When I hit my intermission button, it reloaded a last saved game. I might have to change that keybind. I don't think I really lost anything except I have to go back to turn in the Cleaver of St. Elms again. Yeah. That's weird. It reloaded a previous save. That could have been disastrous if it had been long enough since I saved. That could have been real bad. That's okay, we're good. I think I have to... Do I have to turn the difficulty back up? I don't. We're good. Wow, wild. Yeah, I hit my intermission button and it reloaded. I gotta say, what's the name of that mod? I gotta look up a mod that like autosaves all the time. Is there an option in here? Autosave when rest, always use best attack. No, so it's just an autosave when rest. That's the only option. Interesting. I gotta get that mod that autosaves like every 5 minutes. You're right. Anyway, I'll be right back. Gotta go grab a drink. Man, the sun's coming up outside. All right, let's rush back. I'm drinking that that Mio stuff. You know, you squirt like a couple squirts of it into a bottle of water and then just fill it up with water. No sugar, no caffeine, no calories.
Walk when you can ride.
Pretty much just flavored water, I suppose. Oh, cool. It's like a Dark Brotherhood book or something. Emote. That's neat. All right. Let's Fortunately, we spent most of that time talking about the Morag Tong, so we didn't actually lose much progress. You want to think of it that way? Tome of Power. Nice. I also have my Freihofer's cookies, which will probably be my breakfast this morning. I know, breakfast of champions. I gotta head back to work in a couple days. Gonna suck. Dagathar's not gonna kill himself. Hey, my acrobatics went up. Yeah, I have a Hardee's near me, and I don't know if you've ever heard of that chain. But they have some nice breakfasts. For like $6, you can get like a tray of eggs, biscuit, gravy, bacon. It's good stuff, and it's cheap. I might even go and get some this morning.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
Hardee's? Is there an S on Hardee's? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe there is. Oh. Hmm. So do you guys want to go in and get this? You think that's what we do next? You think we go to Dagoth Ur's lair and try to find this fucking relic? I guess we do. That finishes off the Tribunal Temple for us. Taco Bell, Dairy Queen, and Domino's. Domino's has come a long way. Okay, let's get the relic then. I'm gonna open up the picture one more time, just to see where Dagathar's lair is. I think it's 10. It is. Dagathar's Citadel. It's actually 11. So it's right next door. If we can make our way back to Turianol, it's about right here. Just southwest. Yeah, Domino's used to be dog shit. For a long time, Domino's was dog shit. And then they did that focus group. I don't know if you guys remember this, but they did a focus group that they recorded. And they essentially gave Domino's slices of pizza to random people they got off the street that agreed to be part of the focus group. And the people ate it, and they're like, what do you think? And these people just absolutely roasted the shit out of Domino's. It was vicious. They're like, it tastes like fucking cardboard. This is the worst pizza I ever put in my mouth. It was real bad. And then Domino's took those focus group interviews and made a commercial out of them, essentially roasting themselves and saying, we're going to completely redo our pizza. And they did. They completely rebranded. They changed the recipe. And they ended up with a really good pizza after they spent all the money. They went like back to the fucking brass tacks and they started over. They said, we want new crust, we want new sauce, we want new cheese, we want new toppings, we want to change the way we're cooking these, change the way we're training people. We want an entirely new pizza. And they invested millions of dollars into themselves, came out with a new product, and then to encourage people to try it, said, hey, I know, we've been dog shit for a long time. Here's what people had to say. Please try our new pizza. We're practically giving it away. Let us know what you think. And it was way better. So it was one of the most advertising ad campaigns I think I've ever seen, and I've been a big fan of Domino's ever since. They're not the best pizza, but they're okay. I think they're decent now. They went from like F tier to like C tier. So So, as an intern, a long time ago, I worked at a Kmart, and I don't think they even exist anymore. And inside of this Kmart was a Little Caesars. Pizza, right? And during our breaks in the middle of the day, we used to go to Little Caesars and get like a $5 large pizza. And it was awful. It was just greasy shit, but it was cheap and it was delicious. Even if it was like bad for you. And man, we looked forward every day to break to go get the Little Caesars pizza. That's what I think about when I think of Little Caesars these days. What is this place called? Or Drossel? Nope. $5 hot and ready. Like your mom. Oh, burn. Somebody get him some aloe vera. Is this it? No. All these cliff racers get fucked right off. Oh my. These are like the real OG Red Mountain cliff racers too. Okay, where is this place? This looks promising. There's like a path up here. Doesn't really go anywhere. Path to nowhere. Man, you can't see shit here. Oh, an ascended sleeper, of course. We just beat him to death, it's all good. What's this place? Is this it, maybe? Oh, there's a thing I have to hit to open the door. Is it here? How did I find that? Holy crap. Daggett or outer facility. That's it. Guess we fucking save. Most of the big chains have gone down here. Yep. I think that's fair. Sneaky, sneaky. Damn, dude. You got owned. You came in here with a frostbite war axe, or a firebite war axe, and a Drew shield. She came in a Dagathar's fucking lair with this equipment. Noob. Oh wow, that guy did not care about that hit at all. Shit, Morrowind? God, alright, let's get our poison out. That's a Daggeth. My destruction just went up. Nice. Dead. I could do a sub right now. I'm gonna do some Hardies, I think. After we finish this temple quest, I think that's what we're doing. Get some hot breakfast that isn't cookies. But we're in Daggett Ur's lair right now. A lot earlier than I expected to be. I thought it would be 60 more hours. Oh, look at this dude running. That poison might kill him. We'll see. He's so slow. Dude runs like John Cena. That poison actually didn't kill him. That's wild. Is it in the inner facility before I go too far and I screw something up? Oh, damn. It's in the inner tower, but curiously, the route to it is almost all downward. At the bottom of the 5th flight of stairs, you'll reach the inner facility. Within, descend one more flight, enter the door straight ahead of you, and use the trapdoor in the ceiling to enter the inner tower. Okay. Dude is not fucking around. Oh, jeez. They have too many defensive layers for their spellcasting. They're just not getting through. Even with the difficulty level just creeping up and up and up. Demon longbow. That's pretty interesting. Ah, shit. Get fucked. Got you. Oh, they hit in air. They hit in air again. That's a much costlier collision for me than him. He's got a lot of mana. Alright, he's dead. Oh my god, this place is a fucking maze. Are you kidding me? So there's 3 doors to go through. And after you go through them, there's 3 more doors to go through. Inner tower. This is it. Oh, is that full glass? No shit. There it is. The Crosier of St. Lothus. Cast when strikes. Damage health, blind, disintegrate armor. Alright. Cool. Full glass armor almost. He doesn't have bracers. He has a lot. A Daedric club. Sure, it's worth 10 grand. You died a hero, my dude. Alright, let's get out of here. We got what we came for, and I don't want to stay here a moment longer than we have to. Boom, all the rune probably. Yeah, but at least it's not, That guy got further than most, didn't he? I mean, he got 2 flights away from Dagathor. Full glass armor with a holy legendary relic. That dude was well equipped with a band of awesome people, and they got pretty fucking far. And then he stayed behind, sacrificed himself, so that his friends could escape. That's a real one, right there. That's a real one. Okay, let's get back. She might even have another quest after this, but I'm thinking this is probably about it. I mean, how much harder does it get than the inner tower of Dagathor's own lair? Is the next relic gonna be up Dagathor's ass? Am I gonna have to go in there with a fucking latex glove and 2 fingers and fish it out? I can't imagine there's a relic with a tougher spot than that one. 0 visibility, blight everywhere, super dangerous enemies around every corner, ascended sleepers in every room. I'd say this has been the toughest of the factions we've done so far. Between the pilgrimages, which were brutal, and going into vampire lairs and 6th house bases and deep into Red Mountain itself,
Welcome,
I don't think
friend.
anything really...
You're nearly a legend around here.
I don't think anything really
Please,
compares.
talk.
This has been the toughest one. Yes, this is the Crosier of St. Lothus. I can feel his undefeated spirit within. You have brought great honor to the temple. Advancement. Jhakri the Master. I think about that sometimes, Moga. I show up level 1 with nothing but the clothes on my back and a letter from the Emperor. And I go to Caius Casatus and he takes one look at me and goes, "You're fucking shark bait out here. Like, you need to go get stronger. Go join the fucking Fighters Guild, do a few quests, put some hair on your chest, come back to me when your balls have dropped." And a year later, I'm the head of now 4 factions in in Morrowind. No. He's like, "You need a plausible cover story." Well, I am the master of the temple. I am the primate of the Imperial cult. I am the knight of the Imperial Dragon of the Imperial Legion because I killed the previous one. Also, I'm the Archmage because I also killed the previous one. He wanted me to keep a low profile. He's like, "You just need a cover story, Zol." It's like, "No, homie, I got you. Don't worry." It's funny. What else you got? I have no more duties to you. For you. So is that it? Is that every duty? I believe it is. I think that's the end of the, I think that's the end of it. Oh, actually, interestingly, there is another quest giver. "Stop, you have violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Now pay the fine or I haul you off to jail." You look like you came out of the wrong side of a guar, Enwa. I'm giving you nothing, fetcher. Okay, Tholar Sariani's quests. So, the great Sariani that we keep hearing so much about, apparently he has some quests. We have to reach rank 7 Diviner, which we're now well above. Once you hit rank 7 and have completed all of Lethan's quests, he will invite you to meet with Temple Archcanon Tholar Sariani and supply a key to Sariani's private quarters in Vivek's High Fane. You can reach this room either from Lethan's office or the Hall of Wisdom. Note that this is different from similar invitation you will receive from Danzo Indulis, the rather nervous fellow you've doubtless seen pacing at the mouth of the High Fane. Speak to Sariani about duties, and the Archcanon tells you he is old and plans to retire soon. What is about to make people quit their jobs and move to an island, yada yada yada. He's identified you as a potential successor, but first requires that you complete the pilgrimages of the Four Corners. Fuck me. I know, Mogo, I know. I know, it's another 4 pilgrimages. Dude, if we have a new drinking game where you have to take a shot every time I have to do a pilgrimage, you're not gonna make it, buddy. You're gonna be on a liver transplant list. Good lord. Good lord. Okay, well, we're out of here at least. We got some stuff to put away in the house, I guess, real quick. And then, yeah, I guess we can go back to Vivek and see what they have for us. Let's rest real fast. Lord bless this man. He's gonna need some help for sure. Alright, 37. Save. We already knocked the difficulty level up to 37, so we're ahead of that, at least. How many levels are we? 3 of 10? I should probably go train, too, while I'm at it. We need to train Restoration up a little bit. Although we've been pretty consistently gaining levels without doing any training at all, which is wild. We're just getting our asses kicked that hard. Also, it's a lot of skill books, too. We've gotten a lot of points from skill books, which is pretty cool. Alright, do we have any ebony in here? We do. I thought we did. We have 9 ebony now. It's pretty cool. I don't know when that's going to turn up, but I couldn't help but notice your levels aren't recording correctly on your saves. They're not. I typed that in manually. I'm doing it every 3 levels. I create another save. Just in case my save file gets corrupted or something, I don't want to lose a 150-hour playthrough. So every 3 levels, I start a new save. So if something ends up happening to the save, if it just gets, you know, absolutely toasted because of some blue screen of death or some kind of corruption issue, I don't lose the whole Let's Play. I lose about 3 levels, which is, what, a couple hours? So instead of losing, 150 hours of play, I lose 2 or 3. So that's what I'm doing. So every time I get another 3 levels or so, I make another save file. It's not a mod or anything doing that. That's me. I'm just paranoid about some of these old games, especially Bethesda games, because saves are just so finicky. Anwar likes to talk, yeah. Certainly. That's almost how you spell foreigner. You're getting there. Let's put our glass in here. Foreigner, like sovereign, is a tough one. It's got some letters in there that you wouldn't think. G's move in silence like lasagna, as Little Wayne would say. Do I have to repair myself? I probably do. There you go. Wow, that demon longbow we picked up in Dagathar's lair was real damaged. Okay, what do we have that weighs so much on us? This club? Yeah, it's the club. That's okay, we can drop that off. All good. Yeah, I've never understood the S-Wood one. That's always been an interesting one. Hey, our mysticism increased. Pretty much
At your
solely
service,
through the use of
Outlander.
recall. That's how often we're recalling. I think it's cur without the, yeah, C-U-R. It's an old word for dog.
With pleasure. Please.
We don't use the word, cur much anymore. Or quim. Neither one of them. But I like the old insults. They sort of roll off the tongue. Although I gotta say, Enwa is my favorite one. It sounds so offensive, even though it's just made up. Whenever someone says that to me in game, I'm like, what the fuck did you just say to me? One of my favorite video game insults, probably. Ooh, the sun is bright with that ring of night eye, though. Definitely can't look into that. I need some shades. Morrowind's N-word is just so offensive. Really well done. They captured the feeling, right? And all the voice actors just nail it too. Like, hard R, for sure. That was a bold slaughterfish. I like the Sadrith Mora areas. I still haven't decided, and maybe I'll let you guys help me with this decision. Yeah, I think it's kind of like a twit as well. But I haven't decided on what Great House to do yet. I don't know. I kind of want to do Telvanni, but it's a complicated house, and they're all going to hate me because I'm an orc, and I'm the Archmage. So between the two, I think that's going to be difficult to do. But I think it matches an Orc Shaman the best. House Lalu is my favorite one, and the one I've done numerous times, but I don't feel like it's very appropriate for the character. House Redoran has a lot of very orcish ideals, right? About blood and glory and honor and honoring your ancestors and staying true to your culture. I've never seen Lalu or Redoran. Interesting. So yeah, no, it's a cool distinction, the Great Houses, and there's quite a few quests for them as well, and you can't choose more than one without, well, you can technically, but it's a complicated path. But I'm thinking Telvanni. I'm thinking female orc shaman Telvanni sorcerer, and they're gonna hate me, but let's do it anyway. Cause fuck them, that's why. You know, our personality's 100, so I mean the dispositions might not be that bad, and I might learn some cool things. So, anyway, this guy, Yakin Bale, is the Grandmaster Restoration Trainer for Morrowind. They do have the cool mushroom houses, although I find they're difficult to navigate. It's the old architecture is kind of small, and orcs are very big. And I get caught on things as I'm trying to go through them. They have a lot of levitation that's required to go up inside of them and stuff. And it's just tough, I find. I get caught on like every pixel in a Telvanni house, I feel like. But yes, cool. The mushroom houses are dope. I like that the Telvanni are all like 6,000-year-old giant assholes. They are absolutely the fucking Nazis of Morrowind. 100% the Nazis of Morrowind. They're the most racist, by far. The Telvanni are extraordinarily xenocidal and xenophobic. And they are the principal slave traders in Morrowind. They just have cages and cages and cages of slaves. Every major slave auction in the game is a Telvanni slave auction. They hate every other race that's not Dark Elves. 100%. They just fucking hate them. And the Telvanni sorcerers are thousands of years old. They're like, they predate the Empire. These Telvanni sorcerers literally predate Uriel Septim, Talos. These guys are so fucking old. And they're just extraordinarily powerful. And they have they have no respect for human life. The sanctity of human life means nothing to them because we're all just insects. You know, they live 8,000 years and we live, what, 70? So, like, they have pets that live longer than we do. They don't give a shit about anyone or anything. They only care about their own pleasure and their own research and their own acquisition of power. They are probably the biggest assholes in Morrowind. And that's a contested title. But I would give it to the Telvanni. So, yeah, that should be interesting. I'm leaning towards Telvanni as well. I'm pretty prejudiced towards the Telvanni. The Telvanni are only 14% of the population, but they're responsible for 70% of the violent crime. Hate us 'cause they ain't us. Alright, let's train with the Grandmaster Restoration Trainer. Why don't we get 5 points with him? Not enough to level, but just to help our restoration along a little bit. Because Lord knows we're not fucking leveling it. This guy also disappears every time you talk to him, which is super fun. Yeah, I think that's it. 75. Cool, cool. Alright. I guess we're heading to Vivec now. Kind of want to get rid of this club, but we can do that later. I hate having excess weight in my inventory, even though I have a 500-pound encumbrance. Vivec is the largest city.
What can I do for you today?
It's not even close. Each canton of Vivec is about the size of another city. Yeah. But yeah, technically correct. Vivec is the largest city. I have all these 6,000 amulets too. I am looking pretty sus right now with my inventory. Okay, homie. I was told to come to you by a book.
I am blessed to be at your service, Outlander.
See, look how nice he is. Clearly not Telvanni. It is always a balm to the soul to see an Outlander who has seen the wisdom of the tribunal. Yeah, no, totally, that's me. Have you learned the temple prayers to the saints yet, or are you here for temple duties? Duties. Okay, okay, okay. It's not working. Not working out. Damn, look at how much I can talk to him about. Do I have to read every one of these? Oh, look at all the saints. Shit. Huh. So, like, how do I get there? Are you gonna, like, introduce me? I think he's through this door, but I can't exactly just pick it. I think I have to be introduced.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
No. If you wear Ordinator armor and talk to a Vivek guard. Huh. Just kidding, don't do it. Don't they murder you on sight because, like, you're sacrileging their fucking religion? Something about wearing the armor is a very spiritual aspect of the Ordinators. It's like part of their creed, right? They consider the armor sacred, and wearing it is considered a super high honor. And if you just fucking, like, kill an Ordinator and put on the armor, I think they'll murder the shit out of you. They permanently attack you for the rest of your save. Yeah, that makes sense. I think they take that sort of thing pretty seriously. Okay, what about you? Hey, hey, stop pacing. Hey, hey. Archcanon Tholier Sarioni is the patriarch of the temple and the wisest Dumner. Yeah, so how do I... Fuck, how do I meet this guy? Blessed Homilies Alamexia. How do I fucking meet this guy? Why are you doing this? Why do I have to keep using the book? Once you hit rank 7, okay, I'm well past that, and have completed all of Endrin Lethen's quests, he will invite you to meet the Temple Archcanon. Maybe I'm missing a quest. Maybe he has one more quest left for us. I believe we finished all of his quests when we left him, but maybe we just weren't high enough level for his next one. Perhaps he has something left for us to do. Duties. Ah, there it is. So we just had to hit duties. Fucking... this faction, I swear to God. I believe Archcanon Sarioni wishes to speak with you. Here is a key to his room.
I am
FOMO with the follow. Thank you, my friend. This is the dude. This is the guy.
Warm welcome to you.
That lived in a shack and wrote sermons that everyone's super erect about. Ooh. A dog bowl with the follow. Damn, guys, I'm gonna get like 100 followers now. Twitch is gonna have to start paying me.
I'm so hungry. I could eat a rat.
Jesus. Okay, bro. Alright, let's see. Advancement. What can I do for you, Master? I was told you have duties for me. I am old and will soon retire. You are one of the most promising masters. If you want to replace me as Archcanon of the Temple, you must complete the pilgrimages of the Four Corners. I can't wait. It's my favorite thing in the game. To do pilgrimages. The first corner of the House of Troubles is Malakath, the Daedric patron of orcs, who tests the Dunmer for weakness. Yeah, I'm familiar. There's a shrine to Malakath on Sheogorad, southwest of Dagonfell. Head south past the Dwemer ruins and take the second road to the west. Look for the shrine to the north. Take the 4 Daedra hearts to the shrine. When you donate the hearts at the shrine, receive Vivek's 4 corners of the House of Troubles. That is in the middle of fucking nowhere. God damn it. Bro, you are sending me to the ass crack of the world. Again. It's gotta be like over here somewhere. Although I technically don't know where it is. I guess it's in here. Okay. No, it's in Sheogorath region. It's fucking up there. Did he give me the hearts? He didn't even give me the hearts? Are you kidding me? He wants me to dedicate 4 Daedra hearts to the shrine, but he doesn't give me the hearts? Give me the fucking hearts. When you donate the hearts at the shrine, recite Vivek's 4 corners of the House of Troubles. So yeah, I have to supply the hearts. Okay. You know what? Fine. I have them. I have Daedra hearts. They're at home. We'll go to my house, grab some Daedra Hearts, hoof it all the way up to Dagonfell. Fuck the hearts, just kill him. I should. Just decapitate his ass. Be like, here's a tribute to Malakath. Zug zug. Alright, we got Daedra Hearts in here, I'm sure. We have 59 Daedra Hearts. Yeah, we're good. I think they're used for mana restore potions, which is why I always pick them up. We've killed a lot of Daedra, yeah. But I believe, if I'm correct, restore mana, fortify endurance, and night eye, yeah. So, Daedra Hearts and Calm Berry are my two favorite things to make mana potions out of. So I always try to take them. I think Frost Salts you can also make mana potions out of, but they're much more rare. Void Salts too, to some extent. But Daedra Hearts are pretty much everywhere if you're killing Daedra. They don't always drop a heart, but... So that's why I always loot them. I thought I'd have more mana problems than I've had. One of the mods in the 196 mods I have, it gives Morrowind the Oblivion mana regeneration, which is based on willpower. And that is very powerful. But playing Morrowind without that is excruciating. And frankly, I don't think it's even particularly unfair. The Oblivion mana regeneration is not very good. It's 1% of your mana per second if you have 100 willpower. So it takes a minute and a half to regenerate your mana with 100 willpower. It's not awesome. It gets pretty strong when your mana pool gets high enough, but as an orc, I'm never going to have a mana pool that's high enough.
I don't know where to begin.
But anyway, because of the Oblivion mana regeneration that I haven't had the need to use too many of these Restore Magicka potions that I made. We'll go back to Sadrith Morrow. I would highly suggest, yeah, you're exactly right, Krinos. I would highly suggest for you guys that are being inspired by a Let's Play like this to play your own Morrowind game, to download some kind of mod for mana. It's probably the #1 quality of life thing you want in the game. It's some kind of mana regeneration. Even if it's not good, even if it's dog shit. And like I said, the Oblivion mana regeneration is not particularly strong. But you do want something. Because base Morrowind, you can only get it back from resting, which is a holdover from Dungeons & Dragons, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think you really have many modding options on the Xbox One. But then again, you could just play a character that isn't particularly dependent on mana, too, and a lot of them aren't. You can play like a stealth archer and rarely use your mana. But in base Morrowind, resting is really the only way you can get your mana back, and you can't rest around enemies. So you pretty much have the mana bar you have, and when it's gone, and that's it.
Under sun and sky.
But Bethesda really wanted you to take short rests and long rests to get your spellcasting back in the exact same way that Dungeons & Dragons requires you to do. I'm thinking of playing Morrowind again, but I don't know what mods to get, and like I said in Oblivion earlier, I'm ass at modding, and it feels like it'll be a huge headache. It's not awesome. That's why I am playing on the original Morrowind engine and not OpenMW, which is much more common these days, because the original Morrowind engine is fairly easy to mod, and OpenMW is a fucking nightmare to mod. You can spend 15 to 20 hours modding OpenMW, only to find a bunch of stability problems. So I went with the original Morrowind engine, and that does mean that I'm limited by some things. The original engine is pretty fucking janky, although I think I got it looking okay. And I've only had one crash to desktop, which is cool. But, yeah, no, modding can be a headache. I spent longer modding Oblivion than I spent playing Oblivion. I probably spent about 20 hours doing my Oblivion mods, and I spent about 10 hours playing it before I started this Morrowind Let's Play. Yep, that's your experience. That's going to be the OpenMW experience. Don't get me wrong, OpenMW is fucking awesome. It's way more powerful than the base Morrowind engine. It's a really cool project, and everybody who worked on it was a volunteer. No one was paid, and they put thousands of hours in effort into rebuilding an entire engine for the game. It's awesome stuff. Like, I'm not shit talking. I'm just saying, from the perspective of modding it, it is much more complicated to mod. I think we take the second road to the west. We got a cliff racer up there. I do have a mod list. Have I sent that to you, Kronos? Or have I posted the YouTube playlist in chat for you guys? Maybe I should do that real quick. Because that has a list of the mods that I am currently running. And it'll take you a little bit of legwork on Nexus, essentially, to find most of them, but I think you'll be able to do it. Let's see. There's the YouTube playlist, and if you go to the first episode, there's a mod list in the comments. Somebody asked for it. Oh, it's bright. Okay. Maybe it's this way? Might be. Yeah, so you essentially use a mod manager. You can also use something called Wabbajack, and that's probably the easiest. There are some instructions you have to follow, but if you have a good internet connection, you can probably do a Wabbajack load order very quickly. Yes, so there are Wabbajacks for Skyrim and Oblivion and Morrowind. Most of the Morrowind Wabbajacks are now unavailable. A lot of mod authors pulled out of them because they felt that they weren't getting sufficient credit. People weren't donating to their patrons. When you have like a giant Wabbajack, you're just getting like 100 mods all at the same time, and not a whole lot of credit is going to individual mod authors. So the jealous, greedy bastards pulled their mods out of a lot of the Wabbajacks, particularly from Morrowind. So there aren't very many to choose from, but there are some, and that's pretty easy to do. There it is. Malakath statue, 22. I found it. Where is it on the map? Oh, it's right there. I'm close, actually. It's just northeast of me. Yep, get Nexus Premium, and you only really need to pay like $5 for the month and then immediately cancel your subscription, right? You don't need to keep that going. But just pay for it the one time. There it is. Whoa, hey, 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 hey. Okay, this guy's getting ringed. There you go. You're fucked now, bro. You're not surviving that. You're not surviving the ring. My fellow orc brother. How are you gonna kill me on sight? I find that upsetting. Your body's gonna disappear eventually, but I'm gonna put all your armor here, so if I ever come back because I want it, it'll be here. Dick. Are you guys gonna get ringed too? You guys gonna attack me on sight?
Well, you can. My dinner.
Yeah, he got ringed. You're gonna get ringed.
I will kill
Boom.
you quickly.
You too? Are you shooting a fucking crossbow at me? Missed. Boom. And that's the final charge of the ring. The ring killed all 4 of them, and they were serious opponents. I didn't know I was gonna get ganked by a bunch of orcs when I came here. Couple thousand gold worth of weapons and armor if I ever want it. This guy too. Steel crossbow. Yeah, no shit. It's not very orcish of you, bro. Alright. Your journal has been updated. Once, like a great house founded on sand, stood our temple, whose pillars on troubles were based. Now, mischievous spirits bound in dim corners stand, rotted columns, but with iron-bound bands embraced, cracked, crumbling marble tempered on every hand, by strong steel forged in fire and faith. Shackled, these wayward servants serve the land, the temple secured by the builder's grace. Okay. A brief history of the orcs. I made the pilgrimage. Ah! Alright guys, I might end up calling this here. It's been 3 hours and 47 minutes for this episode. It's been a lengthy one. We do have 3 more pilgrimages just for this corner quest to do, and then whatever else this guy's going to want us to do. So I think when I come back, that's what we'll finish up, and we'll keep doing the Tribunal Temple. But yeah, good hang. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. It's a lot more fun when there's people here to interact with, rather than me just recording these videos. If you end up missing a stream and you want to follow the Let's Play, it is all on YouTube on that playlist. But if you want to just come hang when I'm playing, I'd love to see you guys. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the follow, and I will catch you guys later.